Hope you guys are having a good evening. Been a decent weekend. It's been a decent weekend. I not gonna lie, I'm still operating on a little bit of an election high. If you guys got a chance to check out my new placeholder video, you're welcome. You're welcome. Took me long enough to finally go ahead and record it, didn't it? But I figured since we hit 420, I might as well go ahead and do a little dress up there and have some fun with it. Got a little bit silly. Got a little bit silly. Hope you guys enjoyed that though. That will be the placeholder video going forward, most likely. I think eventually what I'm going to start doing is maybe doing like placeholder videos themed to the news of the day or relevant news, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, welcome to the Dozer Den. Hope you guys are doing well today. There has been a little bit of news. Been a little bit of news over the weekend since Thursday. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button. Click the follow button. If you are so inclined to hit the subscribe button, which you can see in browser, can't see it in the app, but if you want to subscribe to the channel, that is also very much appreciated. Just $5 a month to support a small-time creator like myself. One of the cool things about being a subscriber to the Dozer Den, to BillDozer74 here on Rumble, you get subscriber-only emotes. You get your name highlighted in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. And you get the knowledge that you're helping support a small-time creator like myself and helping me focus on putting more content out for you guys, which is why I do it. And I enjoy doing it. So let me make sure everything is going well on the good old Rumble app. Let's see here. And then I need to check on X as well. So got to check on my X peeps because we do have quite a few people that watch us there as well. And I don't want to forget about anybody watching wherever they may watch. I do stream to Rumble, X, and YouTube. Of course, Rumble and X, mostly Rumble is my main focus, but X is a very close second. YouTube is a bit of an afterthought. So I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central. I usually go for about 3 hours or so. Tonight's Monday. I've got an early morning tomorrow, so not going to be going too far over 2.5 hours tonight. At least that's the goal. I usually end up being a dirty, rotten liar, though. So if I go to 3 hours, my apologies to Lady Dozer. She will pass out on the couch. She's not too salty about it. Not too salty. But anyways, let me check and make sure things are going well on Rumble. Yeah, all right, we're good. If you saw the thumbnail, that's Mike Pompeo as a clown. Because that's one of the topics that we're going to discuss tonight. A little bit of Mike Pompeo stuff. If Trump would have put him in, I would have been very sad. And I know there are a lot of Trump supporters out there that would have been very upset if he would have put Mike Pompeo in. Just saw another nomination for Trump. Scott Bessent for Treasury Secretary. That's coming from Leading Report, though, and I have come to find that Leading Report is often very incorrect. Sometimes they're very right, but a lot of the times they're incorrect. So definitely need to a little bit of fog of war right now with the cabinet appointments. Some people are coming out, like the New York Times and the hey, what's up, Common Censored crew? See, Lord Sterling has raided the stream. Thank you guys so much for the raid. If you guys haven't checked out Common Censored here on Rumble, he streams Monday through Friday, 6:45 Eastern for about 3 hours. Great stuff over there, covering all the goings on nationally and internationally. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's up, Tulip? Good to see you. Glad you guys are joining us tonight. Just going through some of the intro stuff. What's up, Wendy? Good to see you as well. Yeah, I do stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central now. So, and eventually, I'm probably going to go ahead and start doing a third stream as well because it seems like people like what they're seeing. So, if you guys want it, well, you know what? I will provide the service. Let's check real quick here. Make sure things are going well over on X. What's up, Dirt? Donna, good to see y'all. It's like I just saw you guys 5 minutes ago or so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Gonna share out my stream over on X just so people can get a look if they so choose. There we go. Oh, what's up, Big? Good to see you, Big Ass Life. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely still riding a bit of an endorphin high. Still riding an endorphin high. But, and I don't know if I really said this much last stream, because last stream was pretty much a part. It was just a chill, hangout, celebration stream. It was a decompress, just enjoy the good vibes. That's what we did last stream, and it was fun. It was fun. We won't make fun of the crying liberals too much. We won't. But I will say, it sure is fascinating that they're choosing to shave their heads and put on blue bracelets. If we are in fact the Nazis that they think we be, why on earth would you make yourself so easily identifiable? It just, like I said earlier, that makes it way too easy for us to go ahead and round you up and put you in camps. Of course, no, we're not actually going to do that, but it's funny. You gotta make jokes. You gotta make jokes. If you don't laugh, you'll cry sometimes. But this is just fun. All right, let me get real quick. You've got to refresh if you're on Rumble. So let me check real quick. Just a moment. All right, there we go. Hopefully that helps you out, Donna. Yeah, that's my placeholder video that you're probably seeing. Doing my little... That's my best Chong impression, by the way. I didn't really watch much Cheech and Chong, but I do remember watching the episode. I remember watching the one where he had the giant roll, and it was just what the dog had crapped out. You went out and came back twice. You still might have to refresh. What's up, Salty Mugger Fugger? Good to see you. Yes. All right. Sounds like things are going well on the audio there, so I'll go ahead and take that earbud out. That way I can hear what's going on here. I do have a little one sleeping on the other side of the wall here, so I do have to keep an ear out for that. Hopefully the mini dozer doesn't get disturbed. Hopefully he gets plenty of rest, plenty of slumber. He had his moments today, guys. He had his moments. He's in the she's back to shrieking again. He's having fun with his voice, which is great, but also, dude, please chill. It gets ear piercing. Huh. Yeah, Trish. Hey, what's up, Trish, by the way? Lovely mod in the chat, Trish. Yeah, it'll sometimes it will go ahead and auto start the stream. Sometimes you got to refresh. Rumble's still trying to get that little issue figured out. It's not perfect. And that's where we make our voices heard as far as the edits or corrections that we want made to the service that we like. So from an iPad, can't refresh. You if you're on your see if you're there, we see dancing stuff. There we go. If you are, I guess you won't hear it if you're not watching the live right now, but I'll go ahead and comment here. So you got to drag down the app to get it to refresh, or close out of the app and then reopen it. There we go. For those of you that have been able to get it going, and Rumble, like I said, Rumble's not perfect, but it is definitely one of the best that we have out there. So now on phone watching. Well, Donna, I'm sorry you were having issues there. Wish it would work seamlessly for everybody, but sometimes it doesn't. If you guys are just getting here, don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button, guys. It does help. After the stream, if you want to comment in the comment section, because currently Rumble decided that the comments don't need to be present while a stream is live, but the comment section does pop back up after the stream is done. If you want to comment in the comment section, mix it up, have a little fun, that is also beneficial to the algorithm, whatever algorithm wizards may be there. That happened the last couple times too. Thanks, Big Ass Life. Apparently, the refresh is the circle arrow up top on an iPad. You know, I don't watch on the iPads very often. Usually watch with Lady Dozer. Watch stuff on we watched Fallout recently, which actually was really, really good. I don't know. I haven't played the video game, so I don't know how true to the source content it is. But I enjoyed the heck out of that show. I thought it was really well done. I had a good time with it, and it also, honestly makes me want to get the game and play the game. So they achieved something there. There you go. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Give it a good thumping. Tap the like button. Caress it. Whisper sweet nothings into the like button's ear. Nibble its ear. Oh, don't do that. That is crazy, Uncle Joe. We don't want to be like Joe Biden, even though he's the president. He's supposed to be an example for the American people, right? Don't be like Joe. Don't be weird to the like button like he is to little girls. You don't want to be that guy or gal. Just saying. Just saying. Apparently, Trump is set to meet with Biden on Wednesday. I would love to be a fly on the wall for whatever conversation they're going to have. I assume that Jill, is going to be present. Because although Biden did seem quite peppy in one of his first addresses after the election, he seemed very clear and very concise. It was kind of odd, kind of interesting. Maybe they gave him his cocktail back of whatever medications keep him somewhat lucid. I don't know. But yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Follow the channel here, guys. We're at 425 followers. I went ahead and finally created that new placeholder video in honor of hitting 420. So I did a Chong impression. The best one I got. It's the best one I got. To Rumble. You prefer to Rumble on the tablet? Nice. Nice, Wendy. Good to see you, by the way, Wendy. Thanks for checking in to see when the show was. Wednesdays and Thursdays. No, good Lord. Where am I? I caught the Biden. I caught the dementia. Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 Central. That is when we stream. Maybe adding another stream in there at some point. Seems like we're getting good viewership, so I'm having fun. Y'all are having fun. Might as well. But anyways, guys, we do have some topics to cover tonight. It's not going to be as laid back of a stream as it was last time, but we are going to have fun. Don't get me wrong. One of the main purposes of this channel, of the Dozer Den, is to inform and entertain. If I can help someone learn a little bit and do it in a somewhat lighthearted way, well, you know what? I think I've done my job. But there will be rants at times. There will be rants. I can't determine. I can't predict whether or not there will be rants. Usually rants happen. I had a damn good one earlier today in the car while picking up the girls. Poor lady Dozer. She's just like, but what? Please no. And I was gone. I was on it. I had to get it out. I forgot what it was even about. Oh, it was about you know what? No, I did forget. It'll pop back up at some point in my mind. Let's see, the 420 really got to him. Yeah. What day is it, man? I actually watched some old Cheech and Chong clips just to try to get a good impression of his voice. It's not that hard, but I mean, it's not my normal, so it actually was more gruff than I thought. I forgot what Chong sounded like, but he's got a little bit of a gruff, hey man, a little bit like that. But those are much more enjoyable clips as an adult. I'll say that. I watched some Cheech and Chong when I was like 9 and 10 years old because my mother did not screen what we watched very well. I'm just going to say that. She let us watch Nightmare on Elm Street when we were 8 and 9 years old. I was mortified. I thought that people could turn into cockroaches in a nightmare. That was an awful, awful Nightmare on Elm Street, by the way. Truly, truly horrendous. If you guys would like to donate to the Dozer Den, there is always the trusty Rumble rant. But if you don't want to use that, you can always use my Venmo link here. Thanks, Trish, for putting that up there. I'll go back later and put the link for my Venmo and Cash App in the comment section. I forgot to put it in the description this time. That's my bad. But it will be put up there. Nobody ever has to donate to the Dozer Den. Nobody ever has to subscribe. But if you are so inclined, Every bit of support is sincerely appreciated. Like I said earlier, it helps me focus on making more content for you guys and, inspires me to get after it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of financial incentive definitely helps, making a little change on the side. If you want to help keep a young father from door dashing in the evenings, well, a little bit here and there does go a long way. Nobody ever has to, though. Every bit is appreciated. Let's see. Huh. Only Dozer's page. I'm getting help. Donna says it doesn't work. It only happens on my page. Help, my channel is under attack. Oh, you probably would have to, Donna, it probably would you would probably need to close out. If the Rumble app isn't refreshing, I would suggest the next time if it's doing that, just close out and then reopen it and it should fix it. That's what usually works for me. But yeah, Wendy, it's pretty messed up. Watching that at 8 years old was a little bit traumatizing. I'm not gonna lie, especially the first one. I think it was Johnny Depp. Wasn't Johnny Depp in the first Nightmare on Elm Street where he got like sucked into the bed and then all of a sudden all the blood and ugh. Yeah, it was a little bit grody. Grody, that's a word. Yeah, I had you dragging your brother to the bathroom with you for a week. Understandable. Understandable. Oh, turned off. Now it's working. There you go, Donna. There you go. Glad that worked for you. Tried to turn it off altogether and restart the iPad. That might be an iPad issue. I don't know. Hello, this is Bill. I am your tech support this evening. Welcome to the show. We are going to get a Slurpee later. Oh, must be my Nikki Haley impression. Nimrata. What kind of fun name is that? Her real name is Nimrod. Makes sense. It makes sense. But guys, we've got some topics to cover tonight. We've got some topics. It's been a busy weekend, and it's been a busy Monday, actually. There's been a lot going on as far as like cabinet picks and rumors of cabinet picks. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. A lot of stuff's up in the air until Trump puts it on Truth Social. I would probably take everything that you're seeing with a large grain of salt. So if you don't have a Truth Social account yet, it might be worth getting. I myself am over there on Truth Social, Billdozer74. I'm also on X at Billdozer74 __. Go ahead and give me a follow there. Why don't you? We are 59 followers away from 3,000 followers on X. Not really sure how we're doing that, but hey, I'll take it. Had a post go a little bit, I don't know if you'd call it viral, but it's got 340,000 views on it. So I think that might be what you call viral. I don't know how this works. I'm just fumbling my way through the internet with you all. Oh, The Exorcist was awful. That was awful. Donna, it's only me. It's only me. You know what? That means I'm special, Donna. That means I'm just extra special. Even Rumble can't handle the pure genius that is the Dozer Den. That's exactly what that is. That's what I'll say, anyways. There you go. There you go. Yeah, but I'm on Gab as well. Don't really do much there. Gab's interesting. It's fun at times, but other times it's just like, okay, cool, Nazis, shut up, go away. You'd call that viral? Nah. It wasn't really that controversial of a statement. It was about Project 2025. Sean Strickland, that MMA fighter, pretty based individual. He was talking about Project 2025. He's like, hell, let me just pull it up. There you go. Whoa. Is that Salty Mugger Fugger? Holy crap, dude. Absolutely freaking Chadley donation. I think we have a 50. Is that 50? I think that says 50. If that's $50 Rumble rant, Dozer Night at Home Fun. Thank you so much, Salty Mugger Fugger. That is amazing, dude. I am not worthy of that, but I sincerely appreciate you putting your faith in me and throwing a 50 my way, man. Absolutely. Chadley donation, sir. Thank you very much. Purple. Getting the chat purple. That's Lady Dozer's favorite color. Well done. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Too many bots on Gab. Yeah, there's quite a few on there. I'll agree. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Wow, I've only been on for like 20 minutes. With that, guys, I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good no. I wouldn't do y'all dirty like that. I wouldn't do you dirty. Heck yeah, man. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Not sure why anyone would want to donate like that, but I definitely appreciate the heck out of it. Thank you very much, sincerely. But we do have some topics tonight, y'all. We do have some topics. First topic on deck. FEMA's kind of fucking over MAGA. Looks like there's a story out of Florida, and it's about a week old or so. So we're kind of a little bit late getting to it, but there have been other more pressing things to talk about with what all with the election and whatnot. But we're gonna dig into this a little bit. Looks like FEMA decided to skip over MAGA homes with Trump-related paraphernalia, if you will. They saw them and they determined, oh no, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous for us to go there. It's too scary. Scary. These Trump supporters, we just need to avoid them. Absolutely detestable on the part of the FEMA agent that put that out there. And here's the thing, apparently, from what I understand, she said it was per leadership. So that means, you notice the shirt, Lord of the Ree? You like the shirt? It's a good shirt. I noticed things, weather patterns, statistics, other patterns, government influence, whatnot, certain people in charge of certain industries. It's not because of the thing. It just happens to be the thing. And I notice a lot of things, guys. I notice a lot of things. It's actually a shirt from Slightly Offensive. Elijah Schaffer I don't know how I feel about Elijah Schaffer still. I used to watch him all the time. Slightly Offensive. Recently though, it's gotten a little bit old at times. It's like, all right, man, just chill. He's still entertaining though. So figured I'd throw him 15 or 20 bucks for it. Yeah, Donna, I would say that there might be a little bit of that involved with the decision based on the individual who put out the message that you should skip over them. It was like the story where you put blood, was it lamb's blood over the mantle of your door so that the angel of death would pass over it and not take your firstborn. Yeah, but instead it was it was actually help that could have been coming your way, and they determined that red MAGA sign, that was the sign that they should pass over and not provide assistance. Absolutely degenerate mind to decide that. But here's the thing: in her message, she said something like per leadership. So, are they going to sacrifice? Apparently, they fired. We're going to read an article. We've got an article about it. Apparently, they fired the individual who put that message out there. What about the rest of the people that were involved in that decision? Because it most likely was not one person. And here's the thing: it also is most likely not just in one spot. Probably a lot of folks in North Carolina were experiencing some of the same things. One of the times the government is actually supposed to do something, and it's supposed to be unbiased. It's supposed to be neutral. But God forbid you support the candidate that they think is the big bad Cheeto dictator. And nope, we'll just pass over you. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve the help, apparently. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, Donna, 1437, voting patterns. I noticed those too. Yeah, a few weeks ago we were saying that FEMA was doing it. And yeah, they were. It wasn't just speculation. Our instincts were right. What the people on the ground are seeing, I don't know, North Carolina, they're still saying it's I think 100 people only that have died. Let's look at the number of people who are quote unquote missing at this point. Because if you're missing at this point, it's very likely, sad to say that you're dead. This North Carolina had a worse disaster than Katrina, but it's not the right place. It's not the right voting base. It's not the right demographics. So it's not going to get the same attention as Katrina. And this administration is going to do everything they can, even in the last couple months, to make it seem like they aren't having issues. Clearly they are. Clearly they are. Right before the election, the dang jobs numbers, as was for October, I believe was like 12,000 jobs. That's dismal. Disturbing. Hawaiians, heck yeah, down at 1437. We can't forget about Maui, Lahaina. Still people missing there, right? When people get into these numbers and actually start looking into the specifics, there was a guy that used to be on he was on the Jimmy Dore show quite a bit. I forgot his name, but he did a whole like mini series documentary on what was going on there. And it was truly, truly frustrating to see how much the information is just hindered from reaching the masses. And you can't talk about it or you're a nut job. You're a tinfoil hat crazy person. Yeah, Tulip McGroin. Anybody that ended up suffering, death or injury from them not getting resources to them based on their political affiliation, the people that made those decisions, the people that participated in such biased and horrendous decision making, they should absolutely be charged. I agree. I didn't see a thing about China with the blue plastic on their roofs. I did see that there were other places. What's up, Salt Dumpster? It's Ayo, friends. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not smashed that like button yet, go ahead and do so for me. Take a couple minutes. If you got to hit it more than once, I get it. People get excited about the like button, guys. I understand. But if you do hit it more than twice. Because if you only hit it twice, well, you cancel out your like, and nobody wants their like canceled out, do they? I know I wouldn't. The Pepe. See, right there. There's one of the emotes, guys. One of those subscriber exclusive emotes. Take a look. I actually have pulled up because I forget, guys. I'm a forgetful fella. It happens. You ever forget once? Happened to me. Let me find it real quick. I got a bunch of pictures of we had a Christmas event here in my little town yesterday, and had my girls out there. They had reindeer and they had hot chocolate and little Santa Claus thing. It was good times. Good times. Good Lord, I have taken so many photos. I'm a bit obsessive when it comes to photos and screenshots. I don't know about you all, but my list of photos is pretty insane. It's like 40,000 on my iPhone. A little bit much, a little excessive. But anyways, I want to shout out my subscribers to the channel. We've got Getting Her Done, CW, Faulkner951, Salt Dumpster, and our first one ever was Yanni Fangs. Thank you guys so much for your monthly support. $5 a month to support the Dozer Den, guys. Very much appreciated. Very welcome. Nobody ever has to subscribe. Nobody ever has to donate. But all that do, believe me, the Dozer Den needs all the killdozers and Komatsus that can get within the warm embrace, the warm roof of the Dozer Den. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let's see. CPCs in North Carolina is taking children. Yeah. Wendy, I saw that. Yeah. God forbid, the government doesn't come in and help you out when the government is supposed to actually step in and help you out, right? And then they come in and say that you're not taking care of your kids, and they're going to try to take your freaking kids away. Not good. Not good. Back the hell off. That's a good way for, the government stepping in like that. And yeah, you're going to get a violent response sometimes. Yuck, salty mugger fugger. I know, Christmas already. They lit the town tree. I didn't know that my town had a town tree. We had a tree lighting, guys. Shut the road down and everything. It was cool. It was fun. Started getting a little chillier last night. Today though, 65 degrees, and I got bit by a dang mosquito. If this is global warming, though, I'll take it because it feels lovely outside. And I will absolutely take this temperature over the 50s and 40s. Nasty, muddy. No, I don't need that. It's a little chilly at night, but you know what? That's a good thing. I still have my window unit up right over there, just in case, because you never know in Southeast Missouri. You could still have an 80-plus degree day because that's how we roll here. Got to keep you on your toes. Consistently inconsistent. That is how the weather in Missouri is. See, we have 45 people watching here on Rumble. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Participate in the chat if you feel so inclined. If you have not created a Rumble account yet, take just a couple minutes, guys. It takes a couple minutes to make a Rumble account. That way you can show your support for the creators by participating in the chat, commenting in the comment section, liking the channel, as well as the shows. If you're new here, hi. Thank you so much for joining. I stream Mondays and Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central. Go for about 3 hours. Tonight, we're probably going to be around 2.5 because I do have an early meeting in the morning, so I want to get a little bit more rest today. I was off today for, you know what? By the way, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. To anybody watching who has served, and just in general, to the veterans, thank you so much for what you do. We literally would not be here, guys. We wouldn't be here without the veterans. They sacrifice so much. There are ways that they sacrifice that we will never be aware of. There are veterans that struggle after the things that they have seen, struggle to stay above ground, and they still serve. They still are helping people learn in the armed forces. They are still training younger soldiers. Veterans definitely deserve respect. Like I said, we wouldn't be here without the vets. So happy Veterans Day to anybody in my audience who has served. Happy Veterans Day in general to the vets. Hell yeah. You guys are awesome. There's really thanks doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. But sincerely to all the veterans, you guys are awesome. And the fact that you sacrifice so much to help keep this country free and, serve in all the ways that you do, it's pretty damn amazing and admirable. So thank you very much. Trish Swan says, absolutely, Bulldozer. My Uncle Teddy's body is still somewhere over in Korea. Never got to come home. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm sorry that happened. But you know what? Once the soul leaves the body, well, it is a body. But it's closure. Closure is nice to have. One of the things with people that we've lost, I like to... One thing that I've been saying recently... Oh, dang. JJR, you serve? Thank you for your service, bud. Dang right. May God bless all the veterans. And it looks like, guys, we are going to have a commander-in-chief that is someone that you can be proud of. Somebody that actually does give a shit about your life and doesn't look at you as meat to throw into the grinder. Like the current administration sees soldiers. Like the current military-industrial complex. The managerial class, the ones that get up in those high positions like Milley. It feels like they don't see you as human beings anymore. But you know what? I think Trump actually does. And I think the administration that he's getting in, I think it's going to be indicative of that. So definitely, may God bless all our veterans. Thank you guys so much for serving. Navy Gulf War of the 90s. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you. And they call the Navy, they call you, is it a derogatory term to refer to the Navy folks as squids? Because I've heard squid thrown around, and I don't know if that's a knock or if that's a term of endearment. If it's a negative, then I will not call you a squid. But if it's a term of endearment, what's up, squid? But what's up, Free Castle? Good to see you, bud. Thank you so much for joining the show. Welcome to the Dozer Den, everybody. Lahaina Fire, August of 23. I am not 100% sure. I haven't looked into it in a while. Oh, we got dancing. We got dancing going on. We got dancing pugs. I think it's a pug. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Lord of the Reed. Oh, people make jokes. People make jokes about the Navy. Oh, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But yeah, first topic, like I said, we're going to talk about the FEMA stuff. We're going to read through an article, cover some of the specifics, talk about things in depth a little bit. Going to be a little bit more structured tonight, guys. We got our 30-minute kind of pleasantries we get out of the way. But, okay. You call yourselves that squid, but there are many, but there are different. Ah, Free Castle, Free Castle. Thank you for your service, man. We couldn't be here without you guys, so definitely appreciate you. Mm. China and Korea. I'm gonna look at that later. Hmm. Putting that in my tabs for later if we have time to get to it. Like I said, I am going to try to keep it to about 2.5 hours tonight, guys. Got an early morning meeting, so probably going to have to keep to that. If you guys saw my thumbnail, by the way, here's the second topic. Second topic is it looks like Trump has paid attention. Whoever his team is, who his social media team is, God bless you. Thank you so much for actually listening to us, because there's a lot of American people that have been screaming, for the love of God, please, Lord Trump, not Lord Trump, please, Lord, comma, Trump, don't put people like Mike Pompeo or Nikki Haley in your cabinet. They are only going to stab you in the back. Mike Pompeo is on tape multiple times calling you a fucking criminal, dude. The fact that you had him in one of your rallies is just stupid. I don't know if he's got something on you, or if you were just doing it as a somewhat of a gesture of goodwill. Maybe that's what that was. But Pompeo is garbage. He's absolute garbage, and not the good kind of garbage. Not the good garbage. We're the good garbage. Pompeo, he's trash. He's a trash man. He was part of the intel agency. He is the intel apparatus, and he must be rooted out. That's what we need. That's what we need. What's up, Distracted by Life? Good to see you. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys, if you're just joining. Pompeo is a mega faggot. I agree. Yes. Yes, he is. He should be nowhere near this administration. And the fact that Trump went ahead and made a post on True Social talking about both, because it's classy, but it's also a bit of a go fuck yourself to that both of them, to Nikki Haley and Mike Pompeo. It was pretty good to see. I was so relieved. I'm not gonna lie. That has been something that was like on my shoulders. Like, I'm like, man, I'm glad he's in. But please don't do what you did the last time and listen to some of the swamp creatures and put them in your cabinet. And when he made that post, I was just like, thank God. Thank the Lord. We needed it. That's right. He definitely kicked those two to the curb. Hell yeah. That's what we needed, guys. That's what we needed. Those are not good folks. Those are not good folks. Pompeo is a traitor. Pompeo's all of the homo. Yes. Yes, indeed. 100%. 100% pure faggotry from Mike Pompeo. He and Pence tried to assassinate Julian Assange. That right there, in itself, enough to say fuck him. That's just my opinion. JJR, that's a good point, man. I think it's possible that Trump wanted to show Pompeo in front of the rally crowd to get their reaction, like he did with Lindsey Graham. I don't even remember. I didn't see it live, but I assume the crowd probably wasn't happy seeing Pompeo. I do remember whenever they called Lindsey Graham out, and it was bad. And he's like, "No, we like Lindsey. Lindsey's good." No, Lindsey's not good. Mr. Ladybugs, Lindsey Graham. He just happens to be an elderly bachelor, guys. Pay no attention. Pay no attention to that sassy pants, Lindsey Graham. I tell you, I want to get all the resources. We're gonna get all those resources. I tell you what, we're gonna go over there to Ukraine and we're gonna get all those resources. It's gonna be the best ever. I tell you, I'm gonna be president one day. Yes, sister. He's gay as hell. Just admit that you're gay, dude. Whatever. Like. Oh, yeah, he sucks. Look up the ladybugs at some point. I'm not going to talk about the ladybugs. I might later. But yeah, ladybugs, Lindsey Graham. Confirmed bachelor. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're up to 55 watching here on Rumble. Looks like we have somebody watching over on the good old CommieTube. Hi there. Like the stream. Follow if you haven't already. We have 23 or 24 followers or subscribers. They're subscribers on YouTube, followers here on Rumble. I appreciate wherever the views come from. Even though we disagree with YouTube quite a bit, we are going to utilize the tools at our disposal to make our voices heard. That's the goal, anyways, here at the Dozer Den. All right, after we do a little bit of discussion about Pompeo and Haley, we are going to go ahead and move into, guess what, guys? We got a bulldog on the way, a bulldog of a human being known as Tom Holman. Tom Holman. Tom Holman is coming back, and he will be the border czar. That is an official post from Trump, from his Truth Social. It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be great. We are going to play some of the clips, some of the fire that comes from Tom Holman towards AOC and a few other lawmakers. His nonsense approach is just so damn refreshing. It just is. It just is. Oh, Rumble just kicked you out, had to close out and come back in. Damn. Rumble's kicking out the mods. Tisk tisk. If you need Girl Scouts cookies, he's your guy. What, Lindsey Graham? Hope not. No, my girls are going to be selling Girl Scout cookies this year. Fun times, fun times. It gets cold out in front of Walmart, I'm not going to lie. Good thing I don't have to be out there very long. Just my children. They bundle up well, though. They had a good Girl Scouts. Well, no, they're going to be, I think they're going to be doing a camping trip coming up sometime soon. I'm not 100% sure, though. I should probably figure that out, shouldn't I? Speaking of kids, guys, random thought here. When you got little ones, like I got a 19-month-old too, and, oh, wait, he might be 20 months old now. He's almost 2 years old. Fun game to play when you're walking through your living room. There's toys and stuff scattered about. Dog toy or baby toy? I was putting my my pit bull / lab mix, Luna. I was putting her up in the crate because she gets weird at night, and I didn't want her down there being all anxious and stuff. Got people, other dogs, strays running around, stuff like that. So I was putting her up in her crate, and I looked in there, and I noticed that there was a toy in there that I'm not used to seeing in her crate, and I'm like, wait a second, that is not a dog toy, that is a baby toy, little giraffe rattle. So I took that out. Tag-alongs. Nice. I'm a Thin Mint fan. Put them in the freezer. Get nice and icy cold Thin Mints. And the Samoas, or I guess they're another name now. I'm going to call them Samoas. They're delicious. Little coconut caramel delights. That's what I'll say. The dogs and babies don't know the difference either. I know. You get, I've caught my boy with a dog toy in his mouth. I don't think I actually have. That's a joke. But it wouldn't surprise me if I saw it. The dogs definitely. We had a toy poodle once. So my mom used to raise small dogs, little designer dogs, Chia Poos, Pugapoos, toy poodles, all that stuff. And we had a little toy Chia Poo. He looked mostly toy poodle. And of course, we named him Titan because that's just what you do. When you have a tiny dog, you give him a big name, right? If I had a giant dog, I would give him a small dog name. It's because I like to be funny like that. But Titan, he ate one of the kids' toys, and it had a squeaker in it, which, I mean, that's pretty much a dog toy at that point. But he ate the squeaker, and I didn't actually hear any squeaks from him when I pressed on his belly, but he wasn't doing well after eating the squeaker. He got it, he consumed it, had to pass it. So, oh man, this week is different work schedule, Bill, and I will have to tune in by 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Pacific, 15 minutes for a 5 a.m. wake. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, get some rest whenever you do go down, man. Thank you so much for stopping by for the little bit of time you're able to spend here. Hope you're able to. Gosh, 5 a.m. That's a rough start time. I hated that. 5:15. I think 5:15 is the earliest start time that I had for a job, and that was working at the Walmart bakery, putting the freezer, putting the truck up. Not working the swing shift. All right, man. Well, hey, appreciate you stopping by, man. This little poodle was all right. This was a toy poodle. It was a toy poodle. He was a sweetheart. He was a good dog. That was a really good dog. Forgot what happened to him. I think we had to rehome him for some reason. But he was a good boy. He was a sweetheart. I think we gave him to an elderly lady, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's because he was peeing all over the dang place. It was just getting nasty, and like I just we couldn't get him to stop, and it was just it got old, and we had after this was after my firstborn, so 9 years ago. My God, I'm getting old. And it was just we got him somewhere that could deal with him a little bit better, and we were having to focus so much on the energy on the kids. It was just a little bit smarter. It wouldn't have been fair to him, like fair to the dog, to keep him around while we were focusing so much on the kids. So, and he after we had the kids, he was discombobulated as heck. Little dogs, you can yell at them wrong and they will stop eating and go into a hypoglycemic fit the next day. They're very, very picky and very touchy, and you just got to be careful with them. So we got somebody who could give him all the attention that he deserved, though. So Titan is hopefully doing well wherever he may be. He's probably still kicking because those little dogs live a good long time. My mom had one that lasted 19 or 20 years, actually. Her name was Antonia. She was a sweetie. No transition, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a Rumble Ad Center read. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important to the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creator, like me. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted they fell to pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in the corporate media. They are attacked by governments like France and Brazil and Russia. They are attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech while Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They really don't get much of that. Watching my show and others here on Rumble is the most that they can ask from you. But if you really believe in the fight and you have the means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off with the promo code STUDIO. That's STUDIO. When you purchase an annual subscription, go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means, and that's very important, don't ever put yourself out for stuff like this, but if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, well, you know what? I am just happy that you are here watching here in the Dozer Den. Thank you so much. Thanks for rolling with me through that. Rumble Premium also, guys, if you saw on election night, but if Bill had a mic, I do have a mic. Right here. Maybe I need to edit my settings a little bit more. I don't know. It's the Elgato Wave 3 mic. Since I bet if Bill had a mic, his advertising voice would be epic like Sterling's. I need to get one of those things. I don't know what they're called, but like the little circle thing that goes up over the mic, or maybe if I get it a little bit closer and talk like this. I don't know. But I do need to get there's a software soundboard that I need to download, and that will be fun to play with. We're going to do some next stream. We're going to have it ready next stream, darn it. Mark it down. Downloading it, we're going to play with it. That's what she said. But anyways, Rumble Premium, guys, on election night, Crowder, Bongino, and Don Jr. actually mentioned that Rumble Premium will start. And I saw the first one today where it had a Rumble Premium stream from Crowder because it was a Veterans Day stream. So Mike Sock. Okay. And Spitguard and Mike Sock. I need to, you know what? It's coming up on Christmas. I will let some people know. That I've got ideas that I want. Or I might just treat myself. Sometimes you got to treat yourself, guys. You got to treat yourself. AKA Wind Sock. Mike Sock. Sounds dirty. Writing it down, though. Super official. And Spitguard. I had my gain turned up to 2 little notches on it. I don't know. I don't know. It's a decent little mic. I think my brother actually got it for me. Little brother Jacob, he got it for me. Got me my webcam too. Very, very kind of him. We've been putting it to work, guys. We've been putting it to work. Have one for my mic. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look into getting one of those. Or a pop filter. You know what? I've got mic sock, spit guard, pop filter. I'm gonna research. Maybe act like this is something official every now and then, huh? Just act like it. Just act like it. Let me check on my people over on X. Gotta check on my X peeps. We do have people that watch us there. And like I said, we're getting closer and closer, guys. Follow me over on X at Bulldozer74__. Guys, we are 59 followers. Excuse me. Actually, wait. No, we are. I was incorrect. 61. We're 61 followers away from 3,000 followers on X. Not really sure how that happened, guys. I'm not. But I'm glad that it's happened. Thank you so much for the people that watch me on X and wherever you may watch. I sincerely appreciate your viewership, and I hope to continue to earn your viewership. Wendy, hock to guard. No. Excellent. Pin that up there. Make sure stuff's going well here. Because there is a live chat. Nobody hanging out in the live chat over there. That's all right. That's all right. Did CW show up? What's up, CW? Good to see you. There you go. Made it. You're late. Late and gay, CW, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. That's all right. It's all right. I'll forgive you. Just this once. Just this once. Thank you guys so much for your support. It definitely means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me here in the Dozer Den. We're only an hour into it, guys. We're only an hour into it. I said we're going to keep it to 2.5 hours, but have I been a dirty, rotten liar in the past? Maybe once or twice, or 33 times. Whatever. All right? Heck yeah. Pretty good ratio. We could do a little bit better, though, guys. We could do a little bit better. I think I see 16 likes. Just saying, guys. Just saying. That like button is lonely. If it makes you feel any better, you can still. If you were a Rumble OG, you will remember the old days when we had the plus button. All right? It was a plus sign. It wasn't a thumbs up. And we affectionately referred to it as the Plussy. That's Plussy. Get your minds out of the gutter. And we would smash the Plussy, guys. We would pound that Plussy if you wanted to show your support for the channel. And if it makes you feel better to refer to the thumbs up button as that, well, you know what? Whatever floats your boat. I'm not judging. All right. We got 18. There we go. Got a couple more. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Good times tonight. Good times. You like that, Tulip McGroin? The Plussy? We're going to get to 100 watching tonight? Ooh, that's a hefty goal. That's a hefty goal there. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Looks like we already had 200 or 300 people check in on the video on the stream over on X, so that's pretty cool. Got a little bit of viewership going on there. It's good to see. Why did it change? Why did you called it Lord of the Rings? You called it the Rum Blussy. I like that. You call it the Rum Blussy right now. I support this. I support this. Why did it change? You know, it probably changed. STM 7607. It probably changed just because it was easier for people to refer to it as the thumbs up. Just probably made more sense. That would be my guess. But I had to you had to refresh after Rumble didn't like your Plussy. Damn. Well, you know, some Plussies are acceptable, some are not. But you know, this is misogyny. Exactly. Come on, Rumble. Get it in gear. Random. Speaking of misogyny, Nick Fuentes. Good God. He's trolling. It's a tasteless troll. It is. But my God, the people that are freaking out of the whole your body, my choice. First of all, I had my rant out about Nick Fuentes last stream. I think he's a Fed. He has a purpose, I suppose, but I don't know. Not my flavor, not my type of guy. It seems like he's just an angry, closeted homosexual.
Maybe he's not. I don't know. I don't really care. Just embrace who you are, dude. Embrace who you are. You'll be all right. Lord of the Rings, you like it? Ah, that was funny. It's a funny troll. And it's not serious. That's the thing. People on the left just can't take jokes, and I am of the opinion that anything can be joked about, because if it's off limits, well, then it has more power than it needs to. You've got to be able to mock the things that are dark, and mock the things that are sad, and mock the things that make you feel uneasy, because you know what? In my opinion, that brings you power over it. That's how I look at it. Some people might not agree, and that's okay. That's okay. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, so we were going to talk a little bit about Tom Holman. We're going to play some of his highlight reels. And the last topic, guys, the Senate leader wars. I am going to be emailing. I might email him from a specific type of account, specific email. Josh Hawley apparently is one of the ones that is going to be voting for. I think it was. I got him pulled up here. I think he's going to vote for Cornyn. Yep, that's what it's looking like. The list that Benny Johnson. Kudos to Benny Johnson, by the way, putting out that list. He had a source inside the Senate, I suppose, that released a list of how they're all voting, and most of them, I think it was Thune or Cornyn won. Thune has come back apparently and endorsed Scott for leadership. Smart move if he did. I haven't confirmed that, so take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. All the salt that came from the tears of the libs over the last week or so. It's been glorious, glorious salt mining, guys. Glorious indeed. Y'all getting fun in the chat there. Yeah. Nick Fuentes, his shtick is being a troll. That's the thing. Whatever will get the most reaction. Absolutely. Yeah, Holly better get it in gear. You just won your Senate position again, dude. So vote for the guy that the people want. And I know in the past, the Senate was the place of better men, I think is how it was referred to. No, we put you there. You worked for us. Do what we want. We don't want establishment bastards like Cornyn or Thune. These people, I think it was Cornyn, one of them, literally in 2016 was talking about removing Trump and putting Pence as the nominee before the election. Fuck that guy. Any of the ones that were talking about the 6th as if it was the worst day in history, and that officers were killed on January 6th. Certification Day 2021, by the way, is the best way to refer to that day. It takes away the power that they use, their hypnosis, their mind control, with calling it J6 or JN6. It evokes a visceral emotional response like 9/11, right? Don't forget, guys, the actual insurrection occurred on 5/29/2020, where they had to take Trump to a bunker, and they burned down multiple buildings, set fire to a church, injured, I think, 100 officers or more. They injured quite a few officers, guys. 5/29/2020 insurrection. That was closer to an insurrection than what happened on the 6th. Just because it was in your hollowed halls doesn't mean a damn thing. And the Fed involvement and all that stuff. So, yeah, all that stuff. Oh, Lord of the Rings, I would love to see that. I think you followed me on X the other day. Thanks for the follow, by the way, man. Getting me closer to 3,000. Said I have a 3D puzzle of the Capitol building. I kind of want to make an insurrection diorama with it, Lego minifigures or something. Somebody actually did that. Somebody actually made a. I think that was part of their reasoning for like the conspiracy to insurrect or something like that, or seditious conspiracy. There was a Lego diorama, and they tried to be like, really, like that, like they actually. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure somebody that was charged, that was part of the evidence, was a Lego fucking diorama of the damn Capitol. Good gracious. What world do we live in, guys? What world do we live in? It's a crazy world, I tell you. Crazy indeed. But all right, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the first topic. Only an hour into the stream, but whatever. I have a bone to pick. I will read from the AP often, right? Because I like to, I like to read from sources that are going to counter my bias, right? And I think the AP, while they are fairly left, sometimes they have a flavor of moderate in their writing. Sometimes they've really skewed left over recent years. Um, but man, when you talk about the story for the FEMA scandal from the AP, 1 minute read. All the other articles that I usually pick up from the AP, they're fairly lengthy, guys. But this one, FEMA worker, let's pull up the right setting here. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, knees. Knee pads. It's a Kamala Harris ad. It's not right. It's not right. I should feel ashamed, but I don't. So this one, short little article from the AP. So we're going to read through it. And then guess what? We're going to go to a Fox News article, guys. We're going to go red meat tonight. We're going to go to Fox, even though it is still corporate media and is fairly, it's owned by lefties. But it does more justice, and it actually has a more fleshed out perspective on this situation. So from the AP, FEMA worker fired after directing workers to avoid helping hurricane survivors who supported Trump. Sad flag. Very sad flag. A Federal Emergency Management Agency worker has been fired after she directed workers helping hurricane survivors not to go to homes with yard signs supporting President-elect Donald Trump, the agency's leader said in a statement Saturday. This is a clear violation of FEMA's core values and principles to help people regardless of their political affiliation. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell said, "This was reprehensible." I agreed. The agency did not identify the employee, although she's out there now, nor did it say where it happened. But Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Florida, calling it targeted discrimination of Florida residents who support Trump, said it happened in Florida. DeSantis said he has directed the Florida Division of Emergency Management to begin an investigation into the matter. The blatant weaponization of government by partisan activists in the federal bureaucracy is yet another reason why the Biden-Harris administration is in its final days, DeSantis said on social media. New leadership is on the way in D.C., and I'm optimistic that these partisan bureaucrats will be fired, he said. There were no details in FEMA's statement on DeSantis' comments about, good Lord, would you stop? There. About the time frame or community where the incident occurred. FEMA workers have been in the state helping residents recover from Hurricane Milton, which devastated many Florida communities last month. Criswell said she is determined to hold employees accountable. I will continue to do everything I can to make sure this never happens again, she said. Yeah. Now here's the thing. See, that's a pretty short article, wasn't it, guys? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how a lot of the topics that we've that we've covered here, when you pick up the AP, the articles are rather lengthy, but this one's real fucking short, isn't it, AP? Real fucking short. Why is that, AP? Why is that? Is it maybe a little bit of bias? Maybe a little bit of a reflection of the bullshit bias stance that you definitely have. The fact that, I don't know, somebody in this administration that works with fucking FEMA, that is a government agency that is supposed to be unbiased, maybe when they actually show the bias, maybe you give a little bit more fleshed out report, huh, AP? Instead of being a freaking rag for the Biden administration, maybe you actually do your fucking jobs and be journalists. No, we'll put an intern. We'll have an intern probably write that. That's probably what that was. Just give it a little bit of attention. Give it a minute. It'll only take you a minute to read that article. Every other issue, every little fucking rumor about Trump, that takes 5 fucking pages. This thing that's an actual issue, nah. This one, just a minute. We'll give it a few paragraphs. That's all we need for this one. This isn't important. Trump supporters being literally targeted to not provide support for them? Nah, we don't want to cover that. Nah, there's no issues here. No bias in government. No scandal here. It's like they constantly say there was no scandal with the Obama administration when you have literally Benghazi, Fast and Furious, the IRS fucking scandal where they targeted conservatives and actually lefties too. Do better, AP. Do fucking better. All right, there was a rant. I didn't expect it, guys. I didn't expect it, but it happened. It happened. There was a rant. Like a Tom. My bedroom looks like Tom McDonald's. I'm not sure what Tom McDonald's bedroom looks like, but I'll take that as a compliment. Actually, the crocheted little blanket right there is one that my mom actually did a few years ago. She makes them for Christmas, and I appreciate them. Let's see. Ooh, we're talking about rooftop Koreans? Nice. Good stuff. Y'all talk. We doing an ad for My Pillow in here? Hey, My Pillow. Mike Lindell, if you want the Dozer Den to whore out your pillows, I will absolutely shamelessly plug My Pillow. But I'll have to try it first before I do it. So send me one my way. Send it my way. Come on, Lindell. Grow your mustache back if you haven't already. I assume he probably grew it back through sheer force of will. Probably took him like 5 seconds to grow that mustache back. This is my pillow. It's the best pillow you're ever gonna sleep on. I'm telling you, it's the best Persian sheets too. They're American made, but they're Persian. I don't know what that impression was. I tried. Man. You're glad my camera isn't reversed? Yeah, silly business. Good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you in chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching the show here. Appreciate everybody watching. If it's your first time watching, don't forget to follow Bulldozer74 here on Rumble. 425 followers, guys. Last I checked. Finally got to the point where we could do another placeholder video. Let me scroll down here. Check and make sure. Silly business. Yeah. I'm glad it's not reversed either. That way you can actually read what I have there. Although that is not my right hand. That is my left hand. And when I pull it up, it freaks me out. That's why you pull up both of them at the same time. Don't forget about my Gaza sheets. They're American made, but they're from Egypt as well. It doesn't sound good. I wasn't trying that hard. But let's look at this article from Fox News, guys, about the FEMA bullcrap going on down there. So apparently the House Oversight Committee has called for an investigation. Has called on the FEMA director to testify after official tells workers to avoid homes with Trump signs. It was a good Minnesota guy? All right. I'll take it. Why is my internet doing weird things right now? You guys see that? It's moving all over the place. I swear I'm not making it do that. Yeah, it was more. Yeah, they're really similar though. If you listen to them talk, they're really close. Jesse Ventura. It was Jesse. Jesse Ventura and Mike Lindell are really close. I think Mike Lindell's voice is a little bit clearer, so a little bit less muddled compared to Jesse Ventura. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Jesse Ventura. I'm just asking questions. That guy. They're close. Maybe not that close. I'll work on it. So from Fox News, guys, let's see who wrote this. Sarah Rumpf Witten. 3-minute read. That's a perfect Jesse. Gotcha. I got one. I'll take it. But yeah, looks like there's a clip here. I don't know if we want to watch that or not. Let's go ahead and read real quick. The House of Representatives Oversight Committee has launched an investigation into the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, after an employee was terminated for instructing hurricane relief workers in Florida to avoid homes with Trump flags. Rep. James Comer, Republican out of Kentucky, chairman of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee, announced on Saturday that he sent FEMA Director Deanne Criswell a letter requesting her to testify at a hearing to answer questions regarding the agency's response to Hurricanes Helene and Milton. In the letter, Comer said that the hearing would permit members to investigate recent reports that a FEMA official instructed relief workers to bypass hurricane-impacted homes, displaying campaign signs for President Trump. In the wake of the recent major disasters that impacted Americans of all political persuasions, it is critical that FEMA adheres to its disaster relief mission, he wrote. The Oversight Committee's investigation followed after Republican Governor Ron DeSantis announced on Friday that he was launching an investigation into the agency. The blatant weaponization of government by partisan activists in the federal bureaucracy is yet another. Okay, we read that earlier. At my direction, the Division of Emergency Management is launching an investigation into the federal government's targeted discrimination of Floridians who support Donald Trump. Read that already. New leadership. Man, it's still there, though. It's a sad sight. Shit. It's back. It's back. Thank you. I'm glad I looked at the chat. I got it. I got it. Thank you, guys. I'm glad I looked over at the chat because I sure as heck did mute it for a second. Back up here. We take our mission to help everyone before, during, and after disasters seriously. This employee has been terminated. I've heard conflicting reports on that, guys. I've heard, yeah, it's back now. I've heard conflicting reports on whether or not they've been terminated or moved around. With government agencies, guys, sometimes people don't get fired. They just get relocated, even if they've done horrendous things. Never seen that or anything. Not like I've ever seen that. This employee's been terminated, and we have referred the matter to the Office of the Special Counsel, Criswell said. I will continue to do everything I can to make sure this never happens again. A FEMA spokesperson told Fox News on Friday that it is deeply disturbed by the employee's actions and that it was an isolated incident. Like I said, I doubt that it was isolated, guys. Usually this type of thing, and especially if the initial message that was out there was per leadership. So that means there was a conversation with multiple people that went into this message that came out. Just saying. Yeah, relocate them to a prison cell. They should absolutely be in jail. They should not be walking free right now. Their dereliction of duty could have very easily led to the death or at least suffering of individuals. So they should face some serious punishment for doing what they did. It's absolutely disgusting. FEMA helps all survivors, regardless of their political preference or affiliation, the spokesperson said via a statement. The employee who issued this guidance had no authority and was given no direction to tell teams. Yeah, let's look at the fucking tape. Let's go ahead and look through your message history and see if that's true. Was given no direction to tell teams to avoid these homes, and we are reaching out to the people who may have not been reached as a result of this incident, the spokesperson said, adding that the agency has helped more than 365,000 households impacted by both Hurricanes Helene and Milton in Florida, and provided nearly $900 million in direct assistance to survivors. Did you know? We are horrified that this took place and therefore have taken extreme actions to correct this situation and have ensured that the matter was addressed at all levels. Well, let's see what they have to say here, though. We got a little 4-minute clip here. So I guess this is Fox and Friends weekend co-host reacting to FEMA officials' political bias. Let's hear what these guys have to say. Maybe it'll be worth listening to. I actually don't think I've ever played these guys, so let's bring them up.
Biden was hurricane relief and FEMA's reaction, right?
Yeah.
And Joe Biden was in charge, but Kamala Harris was running, and there was there was an avoidance of wanting to talk about how significant the impact is on so many communities based on two hurricanes. Now, according to the Daily Wire, this is a staggering story. FEMA officials, so, which should be helping everybody, directed hurricane relief workers in Florida to avoid certain homes that had Trump signs in their lawn. Okay, here's the report according to the Daily Wire. A FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes advertising Trump as they canvassed Lake Placid, Florida, to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages viewed by the Daily Wire reveal. The supervisor, Marnie Washington, relayed this message both verbally and in group chat used by the relief team. Multiple government employees told the Daily Wire. So now hurricane relief also politicized.
Yeah, no question. And by the way, there was already outrage that so many FEMA funds had been raided to give to illegal immigrants. And so obviously people are saying we gotta take the politics out of something as essential as emergency relief. I mean, this is insane. And by the way, the FEMA spokesperson has a statement. FEMA helps all survivors regardless of their political preference or affiliation. And we are deeply disturbed by this employee's actions. While we believe this is an isolated incident, we've taken measures to remove the employee from their role and are investigating the matter to prevent this from happening ever again. The employee who issued this guidance had no authority and was given no direction from anyone to tell teams to avoid these homes. And we are reaching out to the people who have not been reached as a result of this incident. Will, I mean, I'm surprised that, you see lots of agencies getting politicized. This is one you really wouldn't expect.
Well, it's not just, to me, it's my focus is less on FEMA and more, I would imagine this is the case in every government agency. And what it does is show the depth of the cancer inside of our government.
Yeah.
And that you have to root out politicization at the highest levels, for example, of the DOJ. But you have to also understand there's a bureaucracy under every one of these state departments where you have, foot soldiers who behave in the same manner as Merrick Garland.
Right.
And in order to really reform the bureaucracy, I actually think you are going to need like Elon Musk walking through the lobbies of Washington, D.C. with a sink in his hands. He's going to have to sit there with the Department of Government Efficiency and cut it down to the size you could drown it in a bathtub. Otherwise, this is where we are now.
That's the challenge. That, to me, is one of the most interesting things about how this will play out. So Elon Musk fired 90% of Twitter, turned it into X because he had to change the culture.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way with government. You wish it could. I remember what we did with the department.
You can, though.
You can. You just have to do it on a certain process, and you got to be dedicated to doing it and demonstrating how to do it.
Well, the first thing you have to do is take out the unionization of federal employees so that they're fireable. Absolutely. And I also heard that, and by the way, Vivek.
That is a massive fact. We did that at the VA when we were running out at just the VA, and they refused to use it inside the VA. Yeah. So the government bureaucracy then fights back and says, okay, we have this tool, but we're not going to use it. And they certainly don't. I mean, it's the fight worth having. That is the fight to have.
It is the most important fight. And
I would be equally pessimistic just because based upon our history and the size of this thing. I think the only
I muted it earlier because I had to do a nasty allergy noise. I had to, yeah. That's why I muted it earlier. Donna's a little bit behind, guys. You'll have to wait for her to catch up. What's up, Rumble Boss? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for your support to the channel as well.
I think it gives me some inspiration. Well, there's two things. One, the involvement of Elon Musk. I think that is incredibly big. And the second is to see some model of it in Argentina with Javier Milei. I mean, he has actually cut down government when it's hard to find an example on the world stage. There is actually one in Argentina.
Yeah. And they have seen, by the way, a decrease in their inflation rates, like at this astounding rate, just since he took office. So these things can be turned around. The other thing that Donald Trump said just this week, I believe, he said, we're going to move some of these agencies to other states. That's a really amazing way to make sure that it's not just these really liberal DC suburb kind of people that are populating the bureaucracy. Get it out, decentralize, make sure that these agencies are representative of the people. And I think that would help to get them depoliticized. Idea. It's an amazing idea.
Love that.
Yeah, decentralization is always good. Just saying. Oh, man. Donna's, it's okay, Donna. It's okay. It's all good. I don't know if there's any point in playing this one up here. Probably just more frustration. But yeah, that's I was stunned, honestly. I kind of was stunned whenever I saw that somebody actually had done that. Somebody literally said, "Leave the Trump supporters alone. Don't go to their houses. Don't provide them assistance. They don't matter as much, guys." And apparently, they were told to say something like in their reasoning for why they didn't go to the house, they were supposed to mark down was unable to access property. So the lying was there too. This was not just one person, guys. This was not just one person. One of the things that frustrates me is with bureaucracies. With bureaucracies, you will often run into ghost policy, is what it's referred to as. And ghost policy is it's not on the books, but everybody knows what it means. And this is probably one of those unspoken, unwritten things that they actually were all on board with, or most of them were. Most of them were. But these people need to be in prison for it. They need to be in prison for it. It's disgusting to see that happen. Let me look up real quick. FEMA official. Oh, Lord. Ah, okay. So this was from last time here. There she is. We found her. There she is. Let me pull her up real quick. Tell you what might have been, you guys saw the Kamala Harris volunteer that was going around knocking on doors, right? When she was caught in a candid moment on Ring camera, talking about how horrible she hated white folks and hated Trump supporters, and they were just racists anyways, right? Looks like this might be another. I can't help but notice. Might be another one of those instances, right? Really sucks that people are like that. And it's not about the skin color, guys. Get that out your head. It ain't about the skin color. It's about the mentality and about the culture there and the brainwashing that is so freak. Hell, like 98% of black women voted for Harris. She's not black. Harris isn't black. You look at her daddy. No, her daddy's mixed. And then her mama is full on Indian. She's more Indian than she is anything. She was sworn in as the first Indian American to the Senate. Fuck off calling her black. She was black out of convenience. Fuck everybody who says otherwise. You're wrong. But yeah, there's the lady. There's the lady. Party of love, right? Yeah, it's a good point. Good point, SDM. Jesus. Oh, God. Silly business. You'll be getting it in the mail about 2 weeks from now. Just expect there will be at least a couple holes drilled in the box. January. No. Let me see if I can pull this up. The actual message here. It's going to take me to another link. I'm going to have to share it. Share that out. So that's from Zero Hedge. Stop sharing real quick. Let me make this bigger. Go away ads. There it is. All right. This Zero Hedge coming in clutch. Should have gone to them first, huh? So here's the actual message. Looky here, guys. Crew 33. 13 participants. There were 13 people involved in this, guys. 13 people that need to be questioned heavily about this topic. Implement best practices. Not one. First of all, typo. You suck, retard. That's supposed to be no one goes anywhere alone. Avoid homes advertising Trump. Practice de-escalation and preventative measures. Communicate and follow the rules. Bring a towel with you tomorrow in the field. Frequent breaks and drink water. Avoid high salt diets and coffee. Coconut water is a fast way to replenish your electrolytes quickly. It's all about electrolytes. You get your electrolytes and you don't go to the Trump supporters. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Yeah. Yeah, there's the actual message there. What Nancy Pelosi described. Oh God. It's not right. It's not right. Oh, guys, I had a. This might mean I'm a little bit too engaged in the politics. I had very a short amount of sleep from 3:30 to like 7 a.m. this morning, and then I fell back asleep until like noon, because I was dead to the world, and I honestly don't feel that great right now. But I'm here and I'm making it. I feel better whenever we're doing the show. I'm not gonna lie. But I had this little fleeting nightmare that I was looking at the electoral and the popular vote, and the electoral votes somehow swung back to Kamala Harris, and I felt really upset about it. And then I woke up in a cold sweat. No, I just vaguely remembered the dream where I was checking my phone just to see, because I've been checking in on Arizona, which it looks like they might have stolen it from Kerry Lake once again. The McCainites, we'll call them, in Arizona, have a pretty strong death grip on that state. I think, honestly, at this point, Kerry Lake, get you a position in this administration, and you will be able to affect way more change doing that than fighting what looks to be a losing battle in Arizona. I'm not saying that people there should quit. I'm not, but what can you do when you got a guy like what's his face? I forgot his name. The guy who beat her, technically beat her. Yeah, cartels run Arizona. Dirk Gently. That's from what I hear. Yeah. Good Lord. Not today, Lord of the Ree. Not today. Oh yeah. People that are gay, I don't care if you're gay. Be gay, just don't be a fucking weirdo. Treat people. That's like Ronnie Radke. Like he was doing Twitch streams whenever all the COVID crap was going on, and there were some people that were trans in his chat, and they're just like, hey, everyone's been telling me that you don't like trans folks and that you don't like gays and stuff like that, so I hope I'm welcome here. I really like your music and I like what you're doing. And he stopped real quick. He's like, let me make it very clear. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or you're trans. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be a jerk. Don't be disrespectful to me, and I won't be disrespectful to you. It's the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. Do unto others as they do unto you. Very Gallagher. Yeah. That's my main thing. I don't give a crap if you're gay. Just don't be maliciously gay. It's very simple. Don't be maliciously gay. I don't know if I played it on the last stream or not. Hell, let me see if I can find it real quick. There was this post from one of the just normal gays that was kind of going off. It was in response to a Rogan clip. I'll do some scrolling here, guys. Doing some scrolling. We're going to find it. Oh, did you guys see this Blue Anon stuff that's been going around talking about how Elon Musk said he had an app that told him who was going to win before it even happened? Yeah, it's called a predictive model. And if you have an effective and accurate predictive model, well, you know what? It might end up telling you who's going to win. It's very simple. Very simple. All right. Really quick. Since I did a Lindsey Graham impression, let's pull up this little interaction between Rogan and Dave Smith. Just because. And this will lead us into our conversation about the damn warhawks and swamp creatures known as Pompeo and Haley. Let's see. We do a little scrolling. Little scrolling. That's what we call it. We call it a little trolling. This impression that Rogan did was crazy. I loved it.
And one on.
I want Lindsey Graham to start a podcast.
That I'd be fine with.
We got to get those minerals. There's some expensive minerals over there.
I like his one better.
Tim Dillon was doing an impression of him yesterday. It was amazing.
Dude, I don't even like. Maybe I should. No, he deserves it. But Did you ever see the thing when he was running for president where he was talking about?
He ran for president.
Lindsey Graham ran for president.
That's amazing.
In 2016.
Imagine
and
the
remember,
hubris.
I think Trump gave his phone number out or something
No,
like that.
did he really?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No.
It was like because he was like attacking Donald Trump for probably not being an awful war hawk.
I'll probably get a strike on YouTube for this, or a terms of service notification, and get my stream viewership completely erased. But hey, whatever.
Or something like that. And Donald Trump
Not here on Rumble.
said something about how he used to call him and ask for money, when he was running for campaign, and then he just gave his phone number out. It's just the best. He made a senator change his phone number. It was just so great.
That's like a Chael Sonnen move.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's so funny.
Amazing. But he said Lindsey Graham was asked about being the first single president.
Yeah, never married, no
and
kids.
he goes, there might be a bunch of different first ladies if I was in there.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah, sure, buddy. First of all, that's the last thing you say if you're a man and you're heterosexual. You say, I'm trying to find a good woman.
Yeah, really.
I'm trying to just find one good woman that I can grow with and that I love with all my heart. Just one good woman. I know that she's out there. That's what you say.
Yeah, you don't.
Might be a bunch of first ladies. I'm gonna get divorced, married, and divorced and married, and keep on scooping up them minerals in the Ukraine. I gotta give those minerals to the Russians. We're just walking around with women's panties on and shit and high heels. I'm the president.
I mean, listen,
I'm the first lady too. I'm gonna wear her clothes.
There you go. There you go. There was the Rogan clip. That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Dave Smith does kind of sound like Ari Shaffir, doesn't he? Yeah, silly business. Dave Smith has actually been a libertarian candidate for president. He should have been the libertarian candidate this time, but Chase Oliver, the libertarians decided to do what the libertarians usually do, and they just are. They're the actual party itself, which is a bit of an anathema to the idea of libertarianism, having an actual party. It's like the atheists having a church of atheism. It's silly. Gotta happen though, I suppose. But yeah, prediction: The View will get canceled in 2025. Yeah, that's Project 2025. Cancel the Harpies on The View. I support this. Get them, Trump. But yeah, I figured I would share that. No. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find the thing that I was looking for, guys. Don't know. I found it. Took me 2 seconds. Here's the clip, guys. Talking about the normal gays, right? We're talking about the normal gays. Yeah, there we go. I think we may have played this last stream, but I just want to give this this lady a little bit more screen time because she deserves it for being just one of the normal gays. Just be normal. It's not that hard. It's like the meme, why can't you just be normal? Not this guy. This guy's a freaking psycho Buffalo Bill style guy that honestly never should be allowed near children. Ever.
And I think that, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal gay guy vote. Because, again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone.
You're safe, Jeffrey. He's not talking about you. I think he's talking about me, well, normal gay girl, and other people like me. The LGB part. Because the LGB part is tired of y'all in the TIAQXYZ. Because about 2015, we got marriage rights. That was all we needed. That is all we needed for equality. People were dancing in the streets. We were excited. And no one gave a shit about us. It's only been about the last 5 years that people have given a giant shit about us. And homophobia is on the rise. People don't like us again. Why is that? What changed? Do you think that people just woke up one day and became more cruel? No. People like you, Jeffrey, and the rest of the TIAQXYZ came out and said, cool, now we're going to involve children. Cool, now we're going to have our teachers teach woke gender ideology, and you have to be okay with it. Cool, now we're going to push for children to be able to reassign their gender, and you just have to accept it. The world is not accepting of it. The world is accepting of the LGB and even some of the T if you want to mind your business as an adult, not push those ideas on anyone else, and just be a person. like everyone else. That is what the world accepts. But this new
Just be normal. Just be a person like everybody else. Just do you. Okay, cool. Like these are the gays. These are the normal gays that are just I know gays like this, okay? These are like this. These are just normal people that happen to be gay. Don't give a shit. I don't care. Marry who you want. Leave. But the thing is, they're rising up against the nonsense from the TQIA plus 2S nonsense. Take every fucking letter in the alphabet. Why don't you? Ugh. There's normal gays. And they're starting to speak up. They're starting to speak up. I feel you, STM. I do. But we're not. I don't go with the silence is compliance mentality.
woke ideology y'all have going on when, remember when that trans person went to Disney and talked about his jingle balls in front of children? Yeah, that's what people aren't cool with. So look around, because JD's right. The gays are turning red. Look on just this platform how many gay people are voting red for the first time. Because y'all, we are tired. You guys ruined it for us.
Yeah, the LGB, I don't really give a shit. The TQIA plus, I agree, they got too crazy. And you got to police your own to an extent for sure. But I don't care if you're gay. You don't have to agree with me. That's perfectly fine if you don't. Everyone's got their own perspective, and you know what? That's what makes this country fucking amazing. So, yeah, gays against groomers. That is a thing that has been out there. Yeah, right. I forgot about that, Dirk Gently. Gays against groomer. Gag. Horrible name. Horrible name, guys. Pick a different name, maybe. Homosexuals against groomers. Hag. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, wanted to pull that up. Let's go ahead and pull up a brief article here about our next. Speaking of fags, Mike Pompeo and Nikki Haley, guys. They FAFO'd. They FAFO'd because I think Trump has a group of people around him that are actually paying attention to what the Americans are saying on social media. And a lot of us were really, really, really pissed about even the insinuation that Pompeo would be within the same, atmosphere as the next Trump administration. Pompeo and Haley are warhawk, just creatures of the establishment that should be rejected and rebuked to the utmost, because they are not trying to help this country. They are of that mentality that we have to spread ourselves and be everywhere all at once. And that's not how it works. We've got to focus on us. We have got to focus on making this country great again, and less about the other ones, honestly. When we can support those who need it, then absolutely, sure, provide support. But until we can actually stand on our own 2 feet as a country, you can't be spreading yourself so thin. The Warhawks want to continue to, I've said this before, the gears of war must be lubricated by the blood of the innocent. It's dark, but it's true. That's how it goes. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like the parades either. They get weird. I don't think you need a parade. Just be normal. Just be a normal human being. Why do you need a parade or a whole month or a big celebration about coming out? I've had people come out before, like I don't. If you're my friend and you're not a fucking asshole, if you're not a faggot, there's a difference between being gay, being a homosexual, and being a faggot. I use faggot and, in the 90s, connotation. There's a great South Park clip. We might bring it up here in a little bit. It's the difference between being gay and a homosexual and being a fag. The fag's just an asshole usually, an annoying, disrespectful jerk. And that's what, a lot of the TQIA plus 2S, whatever the fuck they are. I most of them are just fags. And it's not because of your sexuality. And a lot of them, honestly, are just guys that are trying to get closer to women, trying to be around women. That's what a lot of the T folk are. Now, are there some people that are genuinely confused? Yes, there are people that are genuinely confused. In that instance, those people need to be provided the care that they need. And if you have enough counseling and stuff like that, and it is determined that you are one of those very, very, very small percentages of people who might be intersex or gender dysphoric, if you're an adult and you want to live, if you want to call yourself Cynthia when you used to be Sam, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's none of my business. Just leave kids out of it, and don't force people to adopt your new pronouns or whatever. Don't be a jerk about it. And the thing is, if you're respectful, most people are going to be respectful to you. That's the thing. Most people, guys, are going to be respectful as long as you're nice to them. That's what I found. So just treat people with kindness and understanding, and don't be a pushy asshole about it. Like, oh, you're going to start pulling out your phone and recording when you're clearly a dude and somebody referred to you as a dude, and you're going to make a big deal out of it and make some dude that's making minimum wage or making just, the $3 or $4 an hour with tips, and you're going to make their day worse because they happen to call you a guy. Don't be a piece of shit. It's not that hard. I used to work somewhere where I thought about I should have done it. Should have just gotten a sign to put up on the roof, not on the roof, on the top of the door that just says, and everybody, as you walk through, tap the sign. The sign was just, don't be a piece of shit. It's very simple. All right. Back to the fags. Nikki Haley and Mike Pompeo. We got a little article here to read from USA Today. Donald Trump says he won't ask Nikki Haley / Mike Pompeo to join, Mike Pompeo to join his second administration. President-elect Donald Trump said Saturday he will not ask his former United Nations ambassador Nikki Haley or his former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to serve in his incoming administration. The statement from the God Emperor himself: I will not be inviting former Ambassador Nikki Haley or former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to join the Trump administration, which is currently in formation. It's going to be the greatest administration. We're forming it like clay. It's going to be the best, said Trump on Truth Social. I very much enjoyed and appreciated working with them previously and would like to thank them for their service to our country. Well, that's nice. That's nice. But it's also a bit of a slight to them as well at the same time. Trump appointed Haley as his UN ambassador in 2016, and she resigned 2 years later. The former South Carolina governor ran for president in 2024, winning the Vermont and Washington, D.C. primaries and becoming the first woman to win a Republican primary. No one gives a shit. You were an awful choice. Put Tulsi Gabbard in there, and she will mop the floor with a lot of people. I'm just saying. I would love to see it. What does that say? Dirk Gently, don't what? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Don't be a cunt, Buddha Jesus, Allah Krishna. Oh man. Oh yeah, I like that. That's in his isn't that in the platform silly business? Any doctor that performs any of the gender mutilation, good God, mutilation transition surgeries under 18 should be life in prison. Yeah, I would support that. Honestly, some of these people that are adults are so like the one that played in Juno. I forgot her name. I'm gonna go ahead and say her. That poor person is mentally unwell and was hearing voices and stuff. And the doctor's solution was, let's go ahead and chop your tits off. What the fuck? Like, that escalated quickly. Let's not do that. Let's not. Maybe let people get some counseling. The fact that this person was hearing voices That's kind of concerning. It's kind of concerning. Anyways, I could go on about that for hours. I'm not going to, though. See, Haley and Pompeo have criticized Trump at times in recent years, but both ultimately backed his reelection bid and helped rally GOP voters. No, they didn't. At the Republican convention over the summer. While initially not supporting Trump after dropping out of the Republican primary, Haley released her 97 big whoop electoral delegates a week before the Republican convention and formally endorsed him. Pompeo also served as the director of the CIA. He's the one who kept Trump from releasing the JFK information during Trump's first administration. According to multiple reports, Pompeo's name was floated as an option for the next Secretary of Defense. Bad move. For the love of God. Why was that even a consideration, Trump? Like, bad Trump. Bad Trump. No. Glad you decided not to. Honestly. Haley on Saturday said she was proud to serve in the former administration's first term in a post on X and shared Trump's True Social statement. I wish him and all who served great success in moving us forward to a stronger, safer America over the next 4 years. USA Today has reached out for comment from Pompeo. I guess they didn't get one. Pompeo and Haley are two Republicans who have long backed additional U.S. support for Ukraine, a position that's grown unpopular among some right-wing lawmakers. It's unpopular with most of America. This disingenuous, USA Today, it's very disingenuous to frame it that way. Most Americans don't want to support Ukraine. Most Americans are done. It's $200 billion plus to Ukraine. And a lot of that has gone missing. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck sending money over to Israel. Israel can handle their own shit. They've got enough. It's a big girl. It can handle its shit. Now, if they needed help, if they needed it, then I get, yeah, I see us helping, but we don't need to be funding all these wars. We don't. As far as I'm concerned, I've said my piece on the Israel-Palestine thing, Gaza, whatever. Just freaking go full out war, end it, and be done with it. Finish it. Whoever wins, wins. Let's see. Trump has also expressed skepticism about further U.S. support concerning Ukraine. Tech billionaire Elon Musk joined the first phone call between Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Elon was on. Nice. I didn't know that. That's cool. Since Trump's election on Tuesday, media outlets reported raising questions about his potential role in the upcoming administration. Apparently, Josh Meyer from USA Today contributed. So yeah, it's really positive. I am really hopeful, guys. That is a hell of a good sign. Hell of a good sign to see that Pompeo is not going to be included in this administration. Needs to send him a bill. That would be great. Send Ukraine a bill. We're not going to see that money though. Donna, we will never see that money back. That is gone into the ether. Well, it's gone into the pockets of the elites there. It's gone into arms dealing. Gone into probably a lot of trafficking of children. Guys, that's something that we need to remember. When these wars are instigated, one of the things that explodes, not just bombs, one of the biggest explosions is sex trafficking, especially of minors. So tinfoil hat that all you want. There's maybe that's some of the inspiration, guys. Maybe that's some of the inspiration for these conflicts, to inspire more of that type of thing. Sure is what it looks like. It sure is what it looks like. Good Lord. I'm glad to see it. Pompeo, like I said, the fact that he and Pence were working together to try to assassinate Julian Assange simply for doing what journalists are supposed to do. Assange actually went above and beyond in trying to protect sensitive sites and sensitive people that would be at risk from releasing some of the information. He called, like, there's a phone call out there. I don't have it pulled up, but there is a phone call of Assange talking to a representative within the U.S. intel apparatus or military apparatus. And he's asking, he said, hey, just so you know, I've got all of this and I'm going to release this. Is there anything in here that could actually put someone's life at risk? Because I don't want to do that. Assange literally took the time to say, hey, let's make sure we're not actually putting people at risk. That's what he did. That's what he did. People want to say, oh, he was wanting to put all the nuclear codes. Sebastian Gorka, fuck Gorka. Oh, he wanted to put the nuclear codes out there. No, he didn't, Gorka. He literally did not want to do that. That was when I saw Gorka make that comment, that pissed me off. I like a lot of what Gorka does, but that was disgusting. He's one of the freaking war hawks for Ukraine too. At least the last I checked, he was. Maybe he's changed his perspective on that. Who knows? I just stopped watching him, to be honest. Assange is from Australia. That is where he's from. So they weren't trying to assassinate an American, but they were trying to assassinate a journalist for just doing the journalist's job. Donna. And that was pretty despicable. That right there is disqualifying on its face. Let me see if I had anything more here in my bookmarks about Pompeo. Interesting thing. Here's another. Actually, yeah. Here's a little clip. Here's a little clip of Pompeo at a dinner. Give you a little bit of idea of how he felt about things. Right. Here's Mike Pompeo. From his own mouth.
I'll leave about it. So the question is, what's President Trump up to? He's down in Mar-a-Lago watching the FBI raid his home. I mean, what happened there is outrageous. No one gets to keep classified information outside of the place classified information should be.
False. The president has plenary authority to keep whatever fucking documents he wants, and by his simple act of taking it out of the White House, he declassifies it. Anytime he wishes to speak about it, he declassifies. If you had to go through a process every time you talk to a world leader about classified information, guess what? Nothing would get done. Liar, fucking liar.
That is certainly true. Secretary of State, former Secretary of State doesn't get to keep it. No one does. But for the Department of Justice to behave the way they did by raiding the home of a former president is absolutely outrageous. And it is politicizing the Department of Justice.
But he had that little smirk and that giggle talking about Trump watching his home being raided. Fuck this guy. This guy is absolute trash.
That I fear is headed in a way that is not consistent with the understandings that we all have of the rule of law here in the United States. Sure.
Disgusting. I don't like the guy. I think he's trash. I think a lot of people probably agree with that sentiment. But yeah, that's the type of guy. That's the type of guy he is, Trump. Be aware. Be aware of the people. Don't let snakes in your house. You got that whole thing about the snake, right? You silly woman. You knew I was a snake when you let me in. Don't be the silly woman, Trump. Don't be the silly woman that lets the snake in. Let's see here. Add more here. Still on Pompeo, if we can be. I don't think I had anything else specifically on Pompeo. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That was probably it on them. Just really a good sign. It's a good sign, guys. It's a good sign. Yeah. Donna, that's a great point. You know, Clinton had the sock drawer precedent where he had classified documents. Biden had classified documents. Mike Pence should have absolutely been prosecuted for taking his classified documents out. He had no authority to do so. The only one of these fuckers that had the authority to do it was Trump. Biden was doing it when he was a freaking VP and a senator. He had stuff from when he was a senator that was classified. Why didn't he get prosecuted? Oh, because he's an old dotard. He's a doddering old man. fucking the disparity in the approach is what bothers me greatly. It's not okay. What's up, Kineasy? Good to see you in chat, buddy. Thank you so much for watching. While you're here, don't you forget to smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button. Tap it. Power bomb it. People's elbow. That like button. Have a good time with the like button. Oh, lurking while playing GTA. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Man, I haven't played a game in a while. I started playing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories with my girls. And they agree. They don't like the card-based play, guys. They don't like the card-based play. We haven't played it in about a week. So we might watch the playthrough on YouTube or something. Or actually, I think there are a few Kingdom Hearts gamers on Rumble. I remember watching one a while back. I might have to pull that up. Because there are gamers. Gamers are pretty prevalent here. It's good to see. I have no clue how I would game on Rumble, but God bless you gamers here on Rumble. Thank you for adding a little bit of diversity to the content here. Throw your butler at the... Yes. Yes, Kineasy. Throw your butler at the thumby button. Don't forget to follow Kineasy, by the way, guys. If you want, you can throw your link in chat, and I will bring it up, Kineasy. Go ahead and give him a follow. Does some gaming streams. Good chats, good conversations. Let's see. Let's see here. I think that's about all I had on them. One more thing here, maybe. Oh, this is a bit random. This is in between topics, okay? In between topics. Let's do a side topic. All right. This aide within Harris's orbit, I guess one of the top aides, has insinuated that, you know what, Biden could do the ultimate male feminist thing. The ultimate male feminist thing. And he could go ahead and resign so that Kamala Ding Dong, can be the first female president. Let's listen to this nonsense here.
He is looking for. That is my question. I'll start with you.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
It would absolve her from being able to from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
Okay, this
operate.
is now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now.
Congratulations.
Season of House of Cards.
I thought you were going to say, what about the Supreme Court? That's also out there.
Well, the Supreme Court might happen. I don't know if it will, but I think this is something that's...
He is looking for. That is my question. I'll start with you.
That the fact that that's even a discussion, it's crazy. That little consolation, it's not even a consolation prize. It would be all the asterisks. The Biden administration already has asterisks, right? But if they did that and they had her resign just so they could say, oh, she was actually the first female president. It doesn't count. That doesn't mean she couldn't do some damage. She's already doing the damage, though. This administration is going to leave they're going to leave steaming piles for the Trump administration to step in, guys. That's what they're doing right now. They can talk all this good game about, working with the transition and making things smooth and a peaceful transition of power. We know that's bullshit based on what they did last time with the Obama administration, with the bullshit FISA warrants. It will not be smooth. They can put on that front, but in the background, they are doing everything they can to hinder a smooth transition. If they make Biden step down and bring Kamala to the top, it won't be taken seriously. Nobody will. And here's the thing. How is that not insulting to women and to her? I mean, honestly, as if she has any sense of respect, which based on Willie Brown, probably not. If she has any respect for herself as a professional woman, you're getting it given to you over and over again. And I'm not just talking about Willie Brown, guys, or Montel Williams. You know, it has no validity at all. Just to be handed these things. Like, what did she do to earn her place as a vice president? Nothing. She was just there. She happened to have melanin-rich skin and have a vagina. Ooh, congratulations. I admire you so much for being brownish-ish and having a vagina. No, that's not what we care about as Americans, okay? We give a shit about what you might be able to do. There we go. Let's see. Oh gosh, all the links. There we go. Kinesi. Guys, go follow Kinesi. Great stuff there. Overlaying via Rumble, PMP. Rumble links are right here. And there you go. There's the Rumble link. Follow Kinesi fam. Good stuff. All the gaming. All right, it's been up long enough. Screenshot it if you must. Worth a follow. We like to spread the viewers around. We like to, give people a shout out when we can. Rising tide lifts all ships and whatnot. Good stuff. Man, I just won again. Salty Mugger Fugger. Heck yeah. Thanks again for that 50, man. That's awesome. I haven't gotten one of those in a while. Very Chadley donation. Again, if you want to subscribe to the Dozer Den, if you're on browser, there should be a subscribe button in the live chat. For some reason, there isn't on app yet. At least last time I checked, there wasn't. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's $5 a month, guys. $5 a month to get the exclusive subscriber-only emotes. There are like 16 or so of them. I do need to add some more. Make them add a little bit of more silliness to them. And your name is lit up in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. Your name sticks out like a beautiful patriotic thumb. Not a sore thumb, not an infected thumb. Infected with patriotism, guys. That's what it is. $5 a month. Nobody ever has to donate to the Dozer Den, but if you so choose, thank you very much for your donation. Hey, what's up, Buzzacino? First MAGA, then Maha, then Mega begins. Make Earth great again. A little bit of Futurama. Make the United, what is it? The United Earth, United Globe of America or something like that. I forgot what it was called. But it was the whole planet was America. Is it Zach Brannigan? Or Zaff? I don't know. Yeah, Donna, that's exactly right. There are people that literally that's all it took. Oh, I have these parts, you have these parts. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Fuck off. No. Oh man. Carrie Lake is cool. Tulsi Gabbard, I think Tulsi Gabbard, that's one of the I think she would be a great president. I think she's come around to some positive perspectives, and it's good to see. Heck yeah. Good to see you guys. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. It's there for your it's there for the smashing, there for the tapping, there for the thumping. Whatever you may like to do to the like button, I don't judge you. What you do with the like button in your own private residence, I don't judge. I don't. But God is watching. Guys, God is also watching with hopefully endearment and praise and happiness with the current guy, the guy who's been tapped for border czar for the next administration. Tom motherfucking Holman is coming back, and he's coming back with a vengeance, guys. This is the Holman hustle. we'll call it 2.0. He gives no fucks. Tom Holman is a bulldog when it comes to making sure that the border is safe, making sure that kids and women that are victimized far too often with a porous border, he's going to make sure that these people are taken care of. What's up, Kneezy fam? Chadley Rumble rant of you, sir. Coming in hot with a $1 Rumble rant. Keep rumbling like a rock star. Rumbling like a rock star. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Donna, thank you so much for watching for the 2 hours that we have been going. You have yourself a great night. Rest well, Donna. Thank you so much for stopping by here in the Dozer Den. Yeah, Holman's coming out of retirement again. Good for him, man. He's 34 years, I think he said. We've got a post later that we're going to go through here in a second. This one is from let's see. He was the former ICE director, and he is going to be the new border czar. Let's just watch a couple clips from this guy. Honestly, let's let him do the talking. Let him sell himself. Not in that type of way. But you know what I mean.
Give me 5 minutes to say a few things, so if I offend anybody tonight, I don't give a shit. How many pounds of fentanyl didn't make in this country to kill Americans? How many known suspected terrorists didn't make it in the country? How many billions of dollars did the cartels make? President Trump is one badass president. He secured the border at a level we've never seen before. And I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that's been released into the United States under this administration. Don't get too comfortable.
You don't.
We're going to need some help. Do I have any volunteers that want to come back and help run the biggest deportation operation in the history of this nation? In January of 25, the greatest president of my lifetime walking back in the White House.
Hell yeah.
He tells me we got, I say 120 days. He says, no, you got 60 to lock the border down. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I told the president. He comes back. I come back. We fix this shit.
Whoa. That energy, guys. That energy is what I am talking about. That energy right there is what we need. Oh, we got more. We got more, Donna. We got more Tom Holman. We got a clip. This stuff that he had to face from Capitol Hill. This was during during the Trump's first administration. And I think I have the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez one as well. But this one here, he gets pretty fiery. And it's good to see. Heck yeah. There you go, CW. List of daily shows, AP Unfiltered, In the Hot Seat, Free Castle, Kotax. I forgot to try to call into Kotax Radio. I'm going to try and remember to do that when I have some time. And Common Censored. Heck yeah. Donna, if you got earbuds, you can listen. We're going to play a little clip here.
And you're the member.
We agree on that.
Fix it.
We agree. Mr. Holman, you have said that most immigrants are, quote, not criminals other than the criminal act that they do when they enter the country illegally. That is why I think we ought to revisit decriminalizing desperation, striking sections 1325 and 1326 of Title 8 of the U.S. Code, the statutes that the administration has leveraged to separate thousands of children from their families. Mr. Holman, do you understand that the consequences of separation of many children will be lifelong trauma and carried across generations?
Well, that's their parents' fault then, isn't it?
Have we not learned from the internment of Japanese Americans, Mr.
This guy, Mr. Garcia, just a piece of shit.
Holman, I'm a father. Do you have children? How can you possibly allow this to happen under your watch? Do you not care? Is it because these children don't look like children that are around you? I don't get it. Have you ever held a deceased child in your arms?
Holman wants to tear this man apart, and I agree. Now, not saying he should, but I agree with the sentiment and the want.
First of all, your comments are disgusting. I've served my
I
country.
find your
I've served
comments
my country. I've
disgusting
served
as
my
well,
country
sir.
for 34 years.
I find your
This
comments
is out of
disgusting
control.
as well.
I've served my country for 34 years, and yes, I held a 5-year-old boy in my arms. That in back of that tractor trailer, I knelt down beside him and said a prayer for him because I knew what his last 30 minutes of his life was like, and I had a 5-year-old son at the time. What I've been trying to do my 34 years serving my nation is to save lives. So for you to sit there and insult my integrity and my love for my country and for children, that's why this whole thing needs to be fixed. And you're the member of
We
Congress.
agree on that.
Fix it.
We agree on
You
that,
have
but I
failed it. You have-
disagree. But I also
Hold on.
disagree with your characterization of immigrants as prone to criminality.
People for 3 decades on this.
Gentleman's time has expired.
No one in this room has seen what I've seen in my 34-year career.
Very well.
No one has experienced what I've experienced. I saw many dead bodies coming across this border.
Oh yeah, he got mad.
You want to talk about the memo? This memo is one option to stop death. Not just about enforcing the law, stop death. If you want to legalize illegal immigration, good luck with that, because it's going to get a hell of a lot worse on that border. If you say, well, okay, from now on, there'll be no consequence, no deterrence. It's not illegal to come to this country illegally. More families will come. 31% women would be raped. More children would die. We're a nation of laws. If you don't like it, sir, change it. You're the legislator. I'm the executive branch, and I've served my country honorably for 34 years. And I will not sit here and have anybody say that I don't care about children because you're not the same color as my children.
Thank you very much.
That was an excellent takedown. Holman ain't playing. Dirk Gently, absolutely. Don't put your fucking kids in danger by pulling this shit, and do it legally. It's a process that does need work. I agree. The process does need work. But Trish one, your dad's face used to get red like that when you made him mad. If you saw him turning red, you better run, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that was despicable from Garcia. That line of questioning. It was absolutely horrible. Let's see. Here's another one. This one here. This is beautiful. I love his response to this 60 Minutes anchor, whatever the hell her name is.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport a
What's up, Castro? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. Don't forget to smash that like button while you're here.
million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Yes.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost.
I love it. I love the no-nonsense approach. Oh, man. Man, that was good. Yeah, of course there is. Deport the whole family. I mean, you get it. Here's where it is right here. Yep. Said, here's the statement from the God Emperor himself. I'm pleased to announce the former ICE director and stalwart on border control, Tom Holman, will be joining the Trump administration in charge of our nation's borders. The borders are, including but not limited to the southern border, the northern border, all maritime and aviation security. I've known Tom for a long time, and there is nobody better at policing and controlling our borders. Likewise, Tom Holman will be in charge of all deportation of illegal aliens back to their country of origin. Congratulations to Tom. I have no doubt that he will do a fantastic job and long awaited for job. Heck yeah. That's a good one right there. He's getting the right people, I think. He's getting the right people. We've got another clip from the Bulldog Tom Holman.
Well, I think, look, it'd be great to have local law enforcement assist ICE because, one thing we heard during 9/11 report was we shouldn't have stovepipes. Law enforcement should work with law enforcement. But, you know, there's two things. Number one, under President Trump, he was suing the sanctuary cities, DOJ suing the sanctuary cities, pulling federal funds. Of course, day one, when Joe Biden came in office, he stopped that lawsuit. So that has to be put back in place. And look, I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, you know, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, but we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City, because we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job without you or with you. But it's much easier to arrest a bad guy. Like I just said, we're concentrating on public safety threats of human and national security threats. Right. It's much easier to arrest a bad guy in the jail. Give us access to Rikers Island that we've been kicked out of. Let us get the bad guy in jail. It's safer for the alien. It's safer for the officer. It's safer for the community. But if you're going to release these bad guys, out in the community, then we're going to have to go find them.
She looks so tiny compared to the other guys here. She's so little. Sorry, just random. Hope Joe had a good stream. I saw he went live, I think, at 9:15 Central, or 10:15 Eastern. I was like, oh, man, people that watch Joe's and my show are going to be watching Joe tonight, which is okay. It's okay. I'll probably be watching Joe's stream later, or I might go over to Adonis Paul, because that's usually where I end up going after this.
Which puts the officer at risk, puts the community at risk, and puts, and bottom line is, sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals. And the left keeps saying, well, we want victims and witnesses of a crime to feel safe, come to the police department knowing we don't work for life. Let me make one thing clear. That's just a stone cold lie. Victims and witnesses of a crime does not want the bad guy back in their neighborhood.
That's true.
And certainly. And most the illegal immigrant community, they broke the law being there, they shouldn't be. However, after being there, they're God-fearing family people. I get it. Do they want a sexual predator in their neighborhood? Do they want someone convicted of DUI 10 times in their neighborhood? Let us protect not only the American communities, let us protect the immigrant community. Who's a victim of MS-13 crime? Yeah. The immigrant community. Yeah. So, if sanctuary cities don't want to help us, to get the hell out of the way, because we're coming.
We're coming. You want to help us? Help. If not, get the hell out of our way. Oh, this was longer. I didn't know that this clip went longer. Let's see what he had. Let's see what more he had to say here.
I've served my country for 34 years. And yes, I held a 34 year. Whole thing needs to be fixed. And you're the member.
We agree on that. Fix people in detention. You want and why? Look, you want to know why there's 50,000 people in detention? You want to know why we have 1 million illegal entries in the United States? You want to know why we have these issues? Because you have failed to secure the border. You have failed to work with this president to close the 3 loopholes we've asked for.
Disclaimer for those that have never seen Adonis Paul's show. You'll see a little bit of racism, a little bit of sexism, gratuitous nudity at times. Heads up, it gets wild. Just if you're going to be offended, he's going to offend you if you have a chance of being offended. Just saying. But it's entertaining. I enjoy it. It's fun to just chill. It's nonsense. And there's things that happen. We keep it a little bit more civil here. But that's just my style. That's my style. Adonis Paul, they get a little bit rowdy. They get a bit rowdy there. Just be forewarned. But have fun if you dip your toes in the water.
2 years to close. So if you want to know why this issue exists, you need to look in the mirror. You have failed American people for not securing the border and closing loopholes.
Mr. Holman,
look,
please respect.
Oh, Donna, that is so cool. Just found out your friend Kay is going to the inauguration. She's a legal immigrant from Asia. That is awesome. I hope she gets good videos. Good for her. There's oh yeah. G-Man Dano. Yeah. Adonis Paul, there is definitely some stripping there. It is what it is. It's a late night with Adonis Paul. They get rowdy.
Respect the chair and the authority of the chair. The time of the gentleman.
Oh, she is insufferable. Miss Jayapal, whatever their name is. I dislike her greatly. I agree.
Gentleman has expired.
I've asked you politely to let me go beyond my time, and you let other people go beyond their time, but not to Tom Holman. He don't get me go beyond his time.
Mr. Holman.
I would have mocked her. I said, you can bang that thing all you want, honey. Guess what? I ain't going to stop talking. I'm going to say my damn piece. Bang it again harder, honey. Ooh, that would have pissed me off.
We have approved an agreement between the Republicans and the Democrats with the ranking member. We increased the time of one member of Congress who was interrupted by a protest. That is done with the approval of the ranking member. Please respect the chair's authority.
The fucking way she's talking to him, that condescending cunt. Ooh, that pisses me off. I hate that shit.
I respect the chair's authority, but the chair,
Mr. Holman,
you work for me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
Get him.
So the recommendation of the many that
Here's the just the epic one. This is what put Holman on my radar. This interaction with freaking Horseface here.
you recommended family separation,
I recommend a zero tolerance.
which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman, with
family.
all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
She got destroyed. She got destroyed right there. Okay. Yeah, because you got beaten, honey. You messed with somebody who knows what the hell he's talking about. Unlike you.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on
Some of these might end up being replays, but you know what? Screw it.
national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
You better start packing now. You're damn right. Because you're going home. I got another message. Another message to the criminal cartels in Mexico. You smuggle enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done. Why would you release 5 or 6 female children to one male sponsor?
Yep.
Why would you do that? So God help these children. God help these children. I love kids. And this administration, I don't want to hear another word about you being humane. You're putting children at risk. Record number of Americans are dying. Record numbers of migrants are dying. There's one guy who can fix this shit, and it's Donald Trump.
Well, and the thing is, it's not just Donald Trump, man. It's you too. People like you. This is somebody who actually gives a shit about the people, who does care about the people who are being victimized, who cares about this country.
Look, I knew President Trump was going to run before you did because I had dinner with him in Las Vegas about 6 months before he announced. And we were having dinner and he looked at me and says, Dom, I think I'm coming back. If I come back, can I get you to come back? I says, I tell you what, sir, I'm so pissed off, I'll come back for free.
Heck yeah, man. That's somebody that actually gives a crap. That's somebody who cares. That's somebody who genuinely wants to help people. That's somebody who got in the position because he deserved it, because he earned it, and because he is the right type of person for that position. A lot of the times with bureaucracy and with agencies, you see people fail upwards. This guy is a clear example of somebody who earned his position, who earned the responsibility that comes with it. Absolutely. Few good men. Just a few good men. All it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. That's a good man that's going to do something. It's good to see. Get him out. Get them out. You want to come back legally? Do it the legal way. Do it the legal way. And maybe, okay, here's like maybe a middle ground. If you've been productive and like maybe we can look at you like on the list and that could be noted in your application for legal citizenship. And if you were productive and you contributed, maybe you had like a business. I don't know how you're doing that. If you're illegal, I don't know how that's happening. But like we could look at like a case by case basis with things like that. If you're going to be something, that's something that we need to look at with immigration. Are you going to be a positive for this country if we let you in? If we let you be an American, are you going to be are you going to be a positive addition to the country? We need to be selective with how we let the immigration process pan out. It's not just let every single I mean, we need to be selective. We do. Go through the process, demonstrate that you're going to be decent, demonstrate that you're going to be good. And yeah, great. Nope. Boy stumping around back there. Let me see here. So I think that's about all we had on Holman. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see that type of mentality come into an issue that clearly needs the attention. It's good to see. It's really good to see. Something that's not been good to see is the Senate, guys. The Senate looks like it's poised to get rid of one horrendous swamp monster dinosaur and try to replace it with another. Now, hopefully the person that we're wanting, Rick Scott, I would have said Rand Paul. I thought Rand Paul would have been a great Senate Majority Leader. He's come out and endorsed Rick Scott. If Rand Paul's behind him, you know what? I'm willing to give him a shot. I trust Rand Paul's judgment. He's one of the few politicians that I trust his judgment, and I trust that he's going to do the right thing for the people. That's what I think. But we're currently in Senate wars, guys. We're in Senate wars. We could get Rick Scott from Florida. He's a based individual. He's a very based individual. He is a force to be reckoned with. He is a no-nonsense guy. It'd be good to see. It'd be good to see. Oh, yeah. Castro, I agree. Rand Paul would have completed the dream team. But apparently he's not the one. So, and it's probably because he couldn't get enough people behind him. That's probably what it is. They just know. They wouldn't be able to get enough people. That's fine. That's fine. But it looks like he's put his support behind Rick Scott. You've got John Cornyn. It is John. John. So John Cornyn, John Thune, and then Rick Scott. I wasn't sure if it was two Johns there. Johns. Wonder what else they might be considered Johns for. Interesting thought. I like this article, the pictures they got for these guys. Rick Scott. Rick Scott looking all kinds of sassy over here. It's like, I am so over this bullshit. That's what that look says. But apparently you got John Cornyn, another dinosaur, furthering the gerontocracy. I had a standalone video months ago, probably over a year ago. I called it the Great Gerontocracy. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Different tenor than my lives for sure. A little bit more restricted, I suppose. But I appreciate you putting that out there again, Trish. If you want to throw some donations directly to the Dozer Den, there's my Venmo, and I will be putting my Cash App in the link as well later. Or not in the link, it'll be in the comments when they pop up. And I'll make sure to put that in X, by the way, as well. For those who wish to, nobody ever has to, but every bit that is donated is greatly appreciated. Let me check on my people on X real quick, just to make sure things are rolling well there. I thought I pinned this to the chat. I did not. Goodness gracious. Now it's... Oh. Huh. X is doing weird things right now for me. Won't let me pin that to the top. Odd. I'm boomering. I'm boomering hard, guys. Very hard. Ah, I digress. I digress. Let's see. Ron Paul, I think, is working with Elon. I don't know about Rand, but I know Ron Paul, I heard Dirk was going to be working with Elon Musk for DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. I love it. Good stuff. Patel might be in charge of the CIA. That's what the rumor is. With this though, until Trump says it, I would take everything with a large chunk of salt. Just to be honest. It'd be great to see him in charge of the CIA. It would be so great. Oh, I like that, Buzzacino. Said, the spear is the tool evil uses when it reaps, so words become my sword to stop evil as it creeps. Is that a Buzzacino original? I like it. I like it a lot. Let me get on a shirt. Oh, yeah. Ron Paul is hopefully going to be able to end the Federal Reserve. That creature that was developed on Jekyll Island. Oh, it's a private institution, but apparently it's funded by Congress, so it's like a hybrid private / government institution. I don't know. The president technically can't fire Jerome Powell. So he's right. Technically, Jerome Powell was right, even though he's an arrogant son of a bitch. He's right. Oh, yeah. Cash Patel is going to be a pit bull when they put him in there. So let's go ahead and read through this, guys. We've got the Senate wars. Are they going to listen to the people? Are they going to try to be better men, as they used to be referred before it actually was a vote? Used to be the state legislatures, I believe, in the past, were the ones that appointed each senator. So the 2 senators per state. I think that's how the process worked, if I'm not mistaken. It used to be that the state legislators appointed their 2 state senators, and it wasn't up to a vote. I don't remember when it started that we started voting for them, but I agree with us voting for them. They look down on the House a little bit, from what I understand. They feel like the House is a little bit more rowdy, a little bit more rough and tumble, where the Senate's more pomp and circumstance. The better men. You're not better men. You're people, and you need to be treated as such. So let's go ahead and read through this here. President-elect Donald Trump has been vocal. Let's take these off. I'm making my ears hot. I'll pull them on when I need them. President-elect Donald Trump has been vocal about doing things differently in his second administration, starting with securing a loyal Senate Majority Leader. Trump has said his biggest mistake during his first term was trusting bad or disloyal people. With much of the old GOP guard gone from Capitol Hill, Trump is now closely watching the 3-way race for Senate Majority Leader and weighing whether to endorse a candidate who won't be a thorn in his side. This is from Newsweek, by the way, by Jesus Mesa. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's retirement has set the stage for a shakeup as the candidates bring different approaches to their alignment with Trump and his agenda, with the contenders already actively courting Trump and seeking his endorsement. Two of McConnell's key allies, Senate Minority Whip John Thune of South Dakota, the number 2 Senate Republican, and Senator John Cornyn of Texas, a former whip, along with Senator Rick Scott, a conservative from Trump's home state of Florida, are all competing to lead the Senate following the Republicans' decisive win in last week's election. The House, the Senate, the presidency, it's going to be good. I don't know if the House is up to 218 yet or not, though. Let me check that real quick. Got me wondering. If I can actually type, good Lord. Looking like, of course, we got the 312 to 226 finally got made official. Now, that was the noise that I muted for earlier, by the way. Didn't want you guys hearing me snorting the snot. House is still 214 to 205, so we're 4 away in the House, I guess, from having what is I think you get to 218, I believe, to get official. That's Google too. Google's been really slow to update, so it might be if it's 219 now. That's pretty cool. Nice. House is at 219. Thanks, Donna. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Google is slow to update these. I don't know why. Well, okay, we know why. 19. Sweet. All right, we're good then. We got the majority. Awesome. Damn, 1 beer left. CW. Well, hopefully you enjoy that beer. Don't let it get bitter at the bottom. All right, Donna, rest well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here in the Dozer Den. Rest well, and I will see you hopefully on Thursday. Good to see. Spit it, CW. Spit it. It's all right. I don't know what it is. I have this thing where I just do the snort and then it goes away. I don't ever if I tried to hawk it, it wouldn't hawk. I don't know what my deal is. I have a broken nasal cavity. I don't know what you call it. There's a deviated septum. I don't know. It does what it does. It does what it does. Enough about my my allergy stuff, though. Sassy Rick Scott. Either of the Johns, Thune or Cornyn, would bring extensive leadership backgrounds and GOP connections to the leadership post, and either would be an establishment choice to succeed McConnell. However, both have clashed with Trump in the past and have spent this year mending ties with the former and now future president. Yeah, trying to kiss ass. You can't trust them, though. They're snakes. They're absolute snakes. But Scott, a loyal Trump ally and former Florida governor, has been the most vocal in courting Trump's endorsement, advancing a pro-Trump agenda that includes sidestepping traditional Senate procedures to expedite Trump's cabinet nominations. We need that. Yeah, I haven't checked Decision Desk. I should, though. Google is going to be slow with these things. But let's see. John Thune, the established insider. Senator John Thune, the Senate Minority Whip from South Dakota, is seen as a front-runner thanks to his leadership experience and deep connections within the GOP. However, Thune's past criticisms of Trump, particularly around the events of Certification Day 2021, among other contentious issues, make him a difficult candidate for the Trump loyalists to embrace. Thing is, it's not even about Trump, guys. It's America. It's America first. It's America supporting individuals. It just so happens that Trump is the guy who's going to do it. Yeah, damn right. We're going to unmask the lizard people, okay? All right. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be honest here. There's a bunch of lizard people, and we've got to root them out, all right? We got to take away their heat lamps, and they will get real slow. And if they get slow, well, we get in there. They're slow, and we can get them. We can take their masks off. It's going to be great. A recently surfaced video highlights the challenges Thune may face as he is heard criticizing Trump's influence on the Republican Party, stating he would have preferred a different nominee to lead the GOP in 2024. I think it was in 2016 as well. He's not going to be America first. He's going to be the establishment, the war pig party. That is what they are. That is what they are. I guess I'll have to put my headphones on for this one. We got a clip. Oh, what's up, Frosty18? Good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you in chat. Didn't Scott expose the parties? These people go on that are hidden from the We the People? Ooh, I don't know, Frosty. It sounds similar to that the guy that was in the wheelchair. What the hell was his name? He put him out on Front Street. He mentioned it that they try to get you involved in these like sex and drug parties. I can't believe I forgot his name, but they got rid of him real quick because he didn't keep his mouth shut. He talked about it. Crazy, isn't it? All right, let's play. So video resurfaces of Senator John Thune bashing Trump, said he wants a different nominee than Trump. Thune is currently vying for the GOP Senate leader position. Let's see what he has to say here. These crazy bastards here.
The number 2 Senate Republican, South Dakota's John Thune, is voicing concerns yesterday about Trump's impact on down ballot races heading into 2024. Here's what he said yesterday.
If you look at the record in 18, 20, and 22, when he's the issue, we lose. And so I would rather have the issue be Biden and his policies. And I think the way that you do that is you get a different nominee, which is why I endorse somebody else. The people who decide national elections are the middle of the electorate. It's the soccer moms, it's the suburban voters, it's younger voters, and
this mentality is what's killing the Republicans. This is what the establishment wants, and it wants the uniparty elite. This motherfucker is a clear example of it.
And I just think that we've got to have a candidate that can appeal to those. And I think that a lot of the drama and the chaos that seems to be happening on an ongoing basis makes it harder to win those types of voters. I think the long-term effect, and again, this is where those of us who care about these down ballot races and want to get the majority back in the Senate, as you try and recruit candidates, they're going to be looking at that political environment and saying, am I going to be running against the tide or with the tide? And there's a big difference based on who you nominate.
Snake. He's a freaking snake. He's of the McConnell mentality. He's the turtle man. He's a younger version of him. That's what he is. Despite their differences, Thune has taken steps to build rapport with Trump since he became the nominee, meeting him at Mar-a-Lago earlier this year and working to align on key Republican priorities. Thune has emphasized that Senate leadership elections should stay within the Senate, telling CNBC that while Trump holds considerable influence, these Senate secret ballot elections are probably best left to the senators. Why is it secret? Secret ballots on Wednesday, I believe, is when the ballots are going to be held or cast. Why? Why is it secret? Shouldn't it be transparent and open? I'm just saying. Yeah, he's a soft, wishy-washy cuck. I agree. It is clear. Here's the thing. It kind of was the suburban mom and stuff this election. They voted in droves for Trump. The suburban white woman came out and did the right thing. Good job. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Gen X and Gen Z. Millennials, we sucked. Not me, but a lot of my fellow millennials, they definitely sucked it up. You guys, please stop being idiots. Just stop. Thune's broad appeal to mainstream Republicans and his rapprochement with Trump could make him a bridge between the party's factions. Fuck the other factions. Bring out the Lion Party. So done with the establishment Republicans. Go away. John Cornyn, the pragmatic veteran, Senator John Cornyn of Texas, a former whip who has worked closely with Thune, is another seasoned candidate with a deep understanding of the Senate's machinery. Like Thune, Cornyn has occasionally had an uneasy relationship with Trump, previously suggesting that Trump can't win in 2024. Let's listen.
From U.S. Senator John Cornyn out of Texas, the Republican says former President Donald Trump can't win the 2024 general election for president. He also says the GOP needs to find a candidate who actually can. This is all in a call with Texas reporters. Cornyn saying, I think President Trump's time has passed him by. And he adds that I don't think President Trump understands that when you run in a general election, you've got to appeal to voters beyond your base. Now, Trump kicked off his presidential campaign right here in Texas, in Waco, back in March. Recent polls show him.
Turns out his base is most of the fucking people. Cornyn. That dinosaur mentality is what's killing y'all.
Is the early
metaphorically
frontrunner for the Republican nomination. President Biden has launched his re-election campaign last month.
And that was an excellent point. We all need to ring the phones off the hook tomorrow to nominate Scott. Call your senators, guys. Call your senators. Let them know. Let them know how you feel. I've got their numbers. I'll pull them up here in a second after we're done going through this article. Yeah, I'm going to be calling Hawley. I will definitely call Hawley and tell him what I think and how I really want him to actually do his job and listen to the people. You guys aren't in your ivory tower above the citizens. You are citizens as well. Our voice matters. And these establishment twat waffles don't need to be anywhere near positions of power. Root them out. Go the way of the dinosaur. You're done. At least that's what I think. Oh, Dirk. Good gracious. That's nice. That's nice. I agree. However, Cornyn showed strong support for Trump by endorsing him on January 23rd, his earliest endorsement in a contested presidential primary, making him the second candidate. It's because he's a swamp creature that wants to survive. He's like the little worm shuffling about, slightly out of the mud, but in the mud still, gasping for air. That's what John Cornyn was doing there with that. Making him the second candidate in the leader race to do so. As Trump's chances solidified, Cornyn joined the presidential elect at several rallies, highlighting their past collaboration on significant GOP legislative victories, including Trump's 2017 tax cuts. Sorry, but no. Cornyn's broad network and influence are substantial, and his moderate stance could appeal to both Trump-aligned and more traditional Republican senators who prioritize stable governance. If you put people like him in, the majority is not going to mean shit. You're going to have a Senate that is going to do everything they can to prevent the America First agenda from coming to fruition. That's what you're going to get with this guy. And if Trump endorses him, I get it, but also just come the fuck on, dude. Please don't. Please don't. We don't need this. We need way better. We need Scott. I would have preferred Paul, but if Paul wants to support Scott, yeah, I do too. And based on what I've seen from Scott, I think he would be a much better, someone of much better mentality to kind of lead the Senate and hopefully be able to wrangle them. Oh yeah. We don't need this guy either. So here we go. Now we get to Scott, the Trump loyalist, America First loyalist, guys. Get it right. Newsweek. Senator Rick Scott, the wealthy former governor of Florida and longtime Trump ally, is positioning himself as the most pro-Trump candidate in the leadership race. He is committed to prioritizing Trump's agenda over traditional Senate norms, even suggesting he would support rule changes, allowing Trump to make swift cabinet appointments. Good. Do it. Get rid of the bureaucracy. What was that? Okay. Scott has directly appealed for Trump's endorsement, emphasizing his dedication to Trump's vision. I'm doing everything I can to make sure his agenda gets accomplished, Scott recently told Fox Business. His unwavering loyalty to Trump has won endorsements from prominent Trump supporters like Senators Mike Lee and Marco Rubio, making Scott the clear choice for those wanting a more assertive GOP approach under Trump's second administration. Trump is, for now at least, staying out of the Senate leadership jockeying. Politico reported Monday, citing two Trump insiders, that the president-elect would not make an endorsement ahead of Wednesday's Senate vote. Instead, he declared that anyone who wants the leadership position must support recess appointments to ensure his cabinet picks are confirmed quickly. Thune, Cornyn, and Scott all quickly agreed. So at least they're maybe even if he puts one of those freaking critters in there, maybe they're going to get in line and he can bring them to heel. I don't want that to happen. I don't. But if it happens, hopefully he can keep them in check. And they don't keep him in check like they did last time. Just saying. Just saying. I think Trump wants Scott too. Dirk, I think he wants him too. And something guys that we have to be ready for. We have to be ready for things to be rough for a little bit based on all the shit that this current administration is doing. We have to be ready for stuff to be rough, even when Trump gets in. But it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be work that's worth it. And I think America is definitely going to come out stronger for it. So don't get disheartened if stuff still looks shitty for a little bit. It's going to take a minute. It's not going to be like a magic wand necessarily, to quote Obama. It's going to take a minute, but it will get better. I think. I just don't want people to have such high hopes that when reality is there, it's like, oh crap, it sucks. Everything's garbage now, and we have to just run away from Trump, and he's failing us. Give it a minute. Just be patient. Just be patient. Now, after a good amount, about 5-6 months, if stuff doesn't start to change, then we got to hold him accountable. And just because we like Trump, just because we like his agenda and his platform, doesn't mean that we don't hold him accountable. We absolutely have to hold the people that we support accountable. It's important. It's called intellectual consistency. So let's see here. I thought that I had seen. I thought I had seen that Thune endorsed Scott. Maybe I misheard that. No, here it is. Well, okay. That's long ago. Never mind. That's from 2023. No, it doesn't look like Thune has. That was from a while back. Thune, the number 2 GOP senator, was endorsed Tim Scott. Okay, that's what it was. He endorsed Tim Scott for president for the 2024 nomination. That's what it was. That's what I heard. I'm glad I looked into that. Huh. CW, I have like a dozen Rumble wives, full on Mormon. Sister Rumble wives. Nice. Very nice. Loyalty is key for Trump. It is, but here's the thing, it matters. He let himself get bit by the snakes last time. I think maybe that's why he read that poem or that little, it's a song, isn't it? I think it's a song. The one about the snake, letting the snake in and out of the cold. Let's see here. Here we go. We've got a list of senators and who they voted for. And actually, let me go to my bookmarks real quick, and I will pull up really quick while we're talking about this. I will pull up my bookmarks, and I've got all of the senators' contact information. And we're going to leave that up for a minute. We're going to leave it up for a minute, or at least most of the senators. I don't know if it's all of them. I haven't taken the time to count. It starts off with B and ends in W. Maybe that's all 50. I don't know. I think it's all 50. Oh, well. Well, here, really quick, take a minute, find your senator. Might need to zoom in, screenshot it, zoom in, whatever you need to do. This is each senator, the state they're in, and their phone numbers, and the office number, if you need to be directed from, I guess, the main switchboard or whatever. This right here is definitely important. And if enough people, we got, 25 people watching here on Rumble, maybe 1 or 2 watching on YouTube, and possibly close to 1,000 eventually over after a few days on X. Take a look at these numbers. Find who your senator is. If you don't know who your senator is, well, you probably should. But find their numbers. Give them a holler. Give them a holler. Because Eric Schmidt and Holly are my 2. And I'm going to call them and let them know that they need to probably do the right thing. Listen to the people. Don't get in this mindset of you're in your ivory tower above the people. You're not. You're not. Very important. Very important. Ooh, CW, what's the Discord link? I'm not going to click on it. This is not a gamer channel. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the K-Talks radio. It's Discord. I might have to check that out later. I'm going to screenshot that. I was looking for new Discord channels to pop in. Spread the word of the Dozer Den. All right. So there's that. I would like to see Scott. Rand Paul has said Scott would be a good idea. We are dangerously close to having some positive things happen in government, and it would be really good to see. It would be really good to see. Now, it's still yet to be seen, but I look forward to it. I think we're going to get there, guys. I think we're going to get there. So we've covered our news stories, guys. We've covered the hardcore stuff, the stuff that gets you a little bit could get you a little bit down, could get you a little bit ranty. The new stuff, we got that out the way. We have a white pill story here at the end of the stream tonight. We've gotten a little bit silly at the end of some of our streams. We do some science stuff sometimes. I like to do a little bit of a palate cleanser, if I can, at the end of the streams. And I found this interesting story, guys. Interesting story. A man who was suffering. Well, real quick, let's do a recap. We covered first the FEMA stuff. We talked about the bullcrap from the FEMA agent trying to go over Trump supporters. Based, we're not going to give them aid because they're Trump supporters. They're garbage, right? We then talked about Mike Pompeo and Haley not being allowed in the next administration. Hopefully that's a positive sign and a sign of things to come with this next Trump administration. Rooting out the establishment and looking forward to the new Republican Party. We then discussed Tom Holman being appointed border czar for the next administration. He's a bulldog of a man, and I love to see it. We played some clips. We had some fun listening to his takedowns of various lawmakers, including Jayapal and AOC, the horseface herself. Big Booty Latina, as Alex Starry, Primetime 99, calls her. We then discussed the Senate leader wars. Talked about the 3 individuals. We had a little bit of an article about them. And, I've made my opinion known on it. Before we get into our last story, the white pill, guys, guess what? I'm so excited about this ad. I'm so excited. I love this ad read, and I'm going to have fun with it, guys. Have fun with me, okay? In today's society, this is for Be Naked, guys. Be Naked. In today's society, it's tough to be a man in a world dominated by overly masculine liberal women. That's just not how it's meant to be. Everywhere we look, it's gender neutral. This product, or made for her, that product. That is why we started a company that embodies the ethos of men's lives matter too. with products that aren't designed to be gender neutral or used by people with pronouns. Our products at Rumble are designed and built for men by men. Period. So if you struggle with low energy, mood swings, or hair loss, or if you need to perform better at the gym, maybe in bed, and recover quicker after, sometimes round 2 is a pretty good thing, guys. Throw out all your other garbage supplements and try animal organs. They're traditionally the most nutrient-rich supplements on the planet. But our bison organs are a step above. The grass-fed, non-vaccinated bison, our species, where the weak are allowed to die and only the strongest survive. So here is our commitment to you from men who have real confidence in their products. Try this today, and if you don't like it, fine. Return it for a refund. Go to BeNaked.com, code STUDIO, and get 15% off today. Animal organs, guys. Not that type of organ. Only the best organs. Specifically bison, guys. Specifically bison. BeNaked.com. Have fun. Check them out. It's good stuff, apparently. I'm so glad that popped up. I've been wanting to do that. I've wanted to do that ad read. It just disappeared and it hasn't popped up since. So there you go. BeNaked.com, guys. BeNaked.com. All right. Now let's go ahead and roll into our positive story. Buzzacino says, you know why deer testicles are the cheapest meat? It's because they're always under $1. Golf clap, sir. Golf clap. A round of applause. Round of applause for you. That's good. That's good. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and move into our white pill, guys. I spit out the loogie that time, guys. I'm listening to y'all. I spit it out. I hocked it. I tooted it. I wasn't putting it on that thing. It went in a cup. All right, let's go ahead and go into our last story here. This is a story about a man. This is a story all about how his life got turned upside down. He had locked-in syndrome. And maybe one of the first to recover from such an extreme condition. Just a positive story here, guys. Man labeled brain dead, maybe the first to recover from extreme locked-in syndrome. Look at him. He's so happy. Apparently, he could hear everything that was going on, guys. So if you're working in the medical field and you have people that are non-responsive, guess what? They might be more responsive than you think. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Let's see. So a man labeled as brain dead has become the first ever to recover from an extreme form of locked-in syndrome, which paralyzed him so completely he couldn't even blink, something patients of this disease have in the past used to communicate and even write books. In 2017, Jacob Handel was living a normal life as a head chef in Boston, Massachusetts. But in the space of just a few weeks, his life was turned upside down after he was diagnosed with acute toxic progressive leukoencephalopathy. Leukoencephalopathy. There we go. Which in turn progressed into locked-in syndrome. Locked-in syndrome can be caused by brain trauma, infection, or exposure to toxins, and results in slow, complete paralysis. Jacob ended up paralyzed and unable to talk or blink for a few months. By month 5, I was at stage 4, which they said no one ever recovers from, Heindel said. They told me I would enter into a coma and pass away. He's the first ever person to recover from a stage 4 acute toxic progressive leukoencephalopathy. That's a hard word, guys. It's a hard word. I'm glad you're getting back in here, Trish One. Jacob now 35, says everything has changed after what happened. Everything is much more positive in all regards. At 27, he developed a strange pattern of symptoms involving a high-pitched voice, dizziness, and impaired balance. Doctors at a hospital in Worcestershire, Massachusetts, initially suspected Jacob might have had a stroke, but tests revealed it was far worse than anyone could have imagined. 8 doctors were standing in my room, and I knew right away it was bad news, Jacob said. He was told he would lose the ability to walk within weeks, become wheelchair bound soon after, and lose the ability to speak within a couple months. It's a little bit dark. First came chronic pain, then fevers, and 3 months later, he was paralyzed. The famous novella, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, was written by a man with locked-in syndrome. By blinking his left eye to select a letter, but Jacob lost even the ability to do that. You guys ever think you got it rough? Think about that crap. Jacob says, it's like being trapped. Your brain is totally intact, but you can't communicate with anyone, he told the British news outlet SWNS. Unable to move or speak, he could hear everything around him, but had no way to let people know he was still there. This included juicy gossip between the nurses who had confused him as being brain dead. At a certain point, Jacob began to wonder if he had in fact died and was like hallucinating or something. After 10 months, some of the nurses noticed him moving his wrist, and all heaven broke loose among his doctors. They told me to do it again, and that was my one shot. I focused everything I could on moving my wrist. He regained the ability to blink, which allowed him to communicate for the first time in almost a year. The first words he said were, "I love you," to his family. Well, that's nice. Rehabilitation took 18 months, during which time Jacob learned basic movements and how to talk again. He then regained his ability to walk with the help of surgeries and physical therapy, and by December 2020, he had moved back home with 24-hour care as the only known person to recover from the disease. In 2021, Jacob co-founded a mobile app, Ahoy, designed to help people with disabilities navigate accessibility challenges when out and about. Before this happened to me, I was always a fun, outgoing guy, but deep down, I was sad and depressed. Heindel revealed about his journey. Now, even with all the challenges, I appreciate the little things. But it's still been a strange and traumatic period. It will take a long time to get over. Well, there you go. There you go. That is a freaking white pill. I don't know why we're down here now. Hopefully that was a good palate cleanser for you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show tonight. If you have not smashed that like button, guys, go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like button. If you want to hang around and watch for when the stream has comments available and you want to comment in the comment section, feel free to do so. If you want to share the stream out, that also helps. Follow me at Billdozer74__ over on X. Guys, we are so close to 3,000 followers on X that I can taste it. I'm not sure what that means, but, hey, apparently people are liking what they're seeing over there on X. Thank you to everyone, no matter where you are watching. If you're new to the channel, I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central. I call this little show the Dozer Den. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I want to go ahead and shout out Salty Muggerfugger for a $50 donation, and then Kineasy Fan for a $1 donation. No donations are demanded, but they are always appreciated. Do believe I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I will see you all Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Central. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.